John A. Logan College, Rise Performance, Banterra Bank, Shawnee Health, the City of Carterville. Also supporting this podcast, Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating, Steve and Rich's Barber Styling, Malone's Early Learning Center, Polar Whip, and the Bank of Heron. It's time for the Carterville Lions on News Radio WJPF. Here's Keenan Clark and the voice of the Lions, Dave McKenzie.
Gotcha.
Hey, good evening, everybody. Welcome to Carterville Lions football for the 2024 football season. Dave McKenzie and Keenan Clark here at Lions Field as we are getting you set for week one of the high school football season. Keenan, it's we say it every year, but here we go.
Yeah, it's time to play. I think there's a lot of anticipation between the players and the coaches and the fans, and week one can never seem to come early enough.
And it's against the Benton Rangers, who come down from Franklin County. As I love this week one matchup. It's always a good barrier or a barometer, rather, I think, of you know what each team has. It's a you don't really want to play a hard team week one. You'd kind of like to ease into it, but gives you a good idea of what you got.
It does. I mean, when you go into week one, obviously there's a lot more questions than there are answers. And sometimes if you're playing a game where your starters are in and out in 15 minutes and they get one quarter in, you don't get to execute much. But now you're going to find out how your kid's playing under pressure. You get to a better gauge for who's in the right spot and who may need some adjustments.
One of the things that was different this year that we've not seen before is the fact that they got to go to Marion High School last Friday night and actually run a scrimmage against another opponent. How do you think that plays into what we see tonight across Southern Illinois?
Well, I think it ramps up the anticipation a little bit, but you know, teams get tired of beating up on each other, and they want to go play somebody else. And I think it will hopefully help out with some of the misplays and miscues, because week one is always sloppy. It's hard to execute in the first week of the season, but you know, you get to go out there and you go to play a quality program like Marion, you have an idea of a little bit more where you're at and what you need to do.
A year ago, these two teams met. Carterville's actually won the last two matchup against the Benton Rangers. Last year it was a 27-12 win on the road at Benton on a night when it was about 110 degrees.
Yeah, it was hot, and you know that plays a factor. And it's not as hot tonight, but it's going to challenge the kids a little bit. They've not played this many minutes of a football game uninterrupted, but hopefully Carterville's depth can come into play and help us out a little bit.
And for both teams, it's going to be the story of hydration. Make sure that you're getting the fluids in you. And, you know, the one thing about this Carterville team, too, I've been to so many practices this summer, probably more than I have in years past, is the fact this is a deep team.
Yeah.
There's 17 seniors on this team. They're able to shuffle some guys in and out that have played, got some varsity experience last year and some sophomore experience the year before that.
Yeah, and it's going to be hard to replace some of the guys from last year's. Those seniors were very good, and they lost a good senior class, but it wasn't a big class. Like we were talking earlier, there wasn't a lot of seniors from last year. So all of these kids got some quality minutes last year. A lot of downs between these guys. So you're going to hear many of the same names that you heard last year in week one.
Absolutely. And one of the big changes, and you'll notice it right off the jump, is the fact that Nick Bishing has moved from that wide receiver role where he was so effective a year ago, probably one of the top receivers in Southern Illinois, and now he's taken the helm as the quarterback for Coach Brett Dial. Yeah,
and he mentioned to me earlier that he played quarterback for the freshman team, and then he was the quarterback for the JV team for the most part, and so he's not uncomfortable. It's not like it's a new position for him. It's just a position where he stepped aside last year, and Skelcher did a fantastic job and got him the ball other ways. And so now he's back at the helm, and I think he's really excited to show what he can do.
And before that, don't forget we had Andrew Hellriegel. It was just fantastic at the quarterback position as well. But, yeah, the change at the quarterback for the Lions and at the skilled positions, they're deep.
They are deep, and look at the receiving core that we have coming back. And Chance Myers had a good season last year. Towards the end of the year, he really started coming into his own. And Amon Cozy played a lot early on. So we're going to hear a lot of names that, like I said, we're getting touches last year. So, and I think they're all looking to prove themselves a little bit.
Yep, that is Keenan Clark. I'm Dave McKenzie. This is your pregame show here on News Radio WJPF. We're going to go on and take our first break. And I had a chance yesterday evening to talk to Coach Brett Dial about the start of the football season and specifically this matchup tonight against the Benton Rangers. When we come back, you're going to hear from the head coach of your Carterville Lions. It's coming up next on News Radio WJPF. Brian, that's the wrong interview. That's basketball. Hey, everybody, it's Dave McKenzie back to Keenan and Keenan Clark back at football. Obviously, I think I may have sent the wrong interview file. I need to clear out those old basketball interviews.
Well,
with Shane, but Shane had to get some
people
airtime.
may want to know what Coach Hawkins has to say right now. You never know.
Yeah, after coming out of the El Dorado Holiday Tournament from 2023. My apologies on that. But, yeah, it's tonight kicking off the high school football season, and man, there's some pretty good matchups taking place across the Southern Illinois region. Of course, you got that cross-county rival, Carbondale and Murfreesboro tonight.
Yeah.
Coming up tomorrow, you got Marion and Heron going to play tomorrow night. This is my favorite time of the year.
Yeah, different schools you mentioned earlier take a different approach in week one because you usually, with the exception of maybe a closed conference like the Black Diamond, you have some freedom in who you're going to play in the first week. And I really like the matchup that Carterville has here. Like Carterville-Benton's got a really good thing going. Last
year, the Benton Rangers, they wound up finishing 5-5 on the season, but they went 4-1 in conference. And, they had a tough postseason loss to Mount Carmel. They always seem like they get the draw against Mount Carmel.
It does, yeah.
In week 1 or week 2 of the postseason. But it was a good ball game, a 7-point ball game before they eventually lost. Carterville started off red hot a year ago, 5-0 to start the season. And then just the little injury bug started to creep into the Carterville football program, and you can't have a lot of injuries that hamper several people when you're playing really good ball teams.
Right, and people see the injury bug like, well, we took so-and-so out of it. Someone else had to come in at running back, or somebody else had to come in at linebacker or corner. But what that does is that someone's coming from somewhere else, and it's just a domino effect. And things like your special teams may start to suffer a little bit because you're pulling guys out of those, and it just weakens you in a lot of places. It's never as simple as, well, one guy is out, so we'll put somebody else in there. It's never that easy.
No, and it's fortunately or unfortunately, however you want to look at it, football is a game of attrition.
Yeah.
How do you hold up? How do you respond? And what's your depth like? Who's going to – when somebody is banged up and they need to take a week off, but who can step up and fill those roles?
Another thing that's unique to football, most outdoor sports, is that beginning of the year you're playing warm, dry conditions like we have tonight. By the time the playoffs come around, I don't know if you remember the conditions outside during that Harrisburg football game, and not that was an excuse for the way the game turned out, but that's a completely different environment than what Carterville was playing in when they were 5-0. So it impacts your passing game, and when you have a more balanced attack where you can go, run heavy or pass heavy. If you have that kind of, it helps out. But last year I think Carterville got a little stuck in the passing game and wasn't getting the run game going. And then when the conditions got rough, they didn't quite get that adjustment made.
You're exactly right. The one good thing about the hot weather, doesn't take you long to get loose.
It doesn't, no.
Those muscles, they'll open up for you. We're going to go on and take another break here on our pregame show as the Carterville Lions will be coming out of the locker room here momentarily. We're getting you set. It's week 1 of the high school football season. The Benton Rangers at the Carterville Lions here on News Radio WJPF.
Want to know one of the best ways to show your Saluki pride? I'm Luke Martin.
Welcome back to Carterville High School. And we're getting you set for the kickoff as the Lions just came out of the locker room. The Rangers are across the way. Coach Brett Dial making his stroll from the locker room here just below us on what's turning out to be a pretty nice night. You know, it was a little warm today. It's a little muggy, but a little cool front coming in here this evening, and it's going to be nice for your Labor Day weekend as both teams are lining up for our national anthem. We're going to go on and take another break. We'll come back, and we'll get you set for the kickoff here between the Benton Rangers and the Carterville Lions on News Radio WJPF.
Reagan, Palach, and Burke Funeral.
Welcome back to Lions Field here in Carterville, week 1 of the high school football season. Dave McKenzie and Keenan Clark alongside as we're getting ready for kickoff here. It's just a couple of minutes away. Nice job by the Carterville band with the national anthem this evening. Both teams would love to get off to a 1-0 start after this week 1 matchup.
Yeah, and the name of the game, obviously, week 1, is just going to be to execute. Everybody's got a plan when they walk out there, but if you can execute that plan, it's a totally different story. And when you get out there and play on the field, that's when you find out.
Well, the coin toss was held just a little bit ago, and the Benton Rangers won the toss, and they elected to defer. So that's going to give us an opportunity to see this Carterville Lions offense for the very first time here tonight.
And I think we're going to see a much different offense. Even though we have a lot of the same people, it's going to be a much different offense. I think what I've heard from our friends from Benton that we've talked to, from the players, the coaches, everybody seems to be really curious about this Carterville run game that everyone's so excited about.
Yes, they will. So Carterville sending out their deep men here this evening. It's going to be Aiden Swallers, and it's also going to be Hayden Swallers and Hayden Harrell out to do the returning for Coach Brett Dial and the Carterville Lions. Carterville in their blue over blue uniforms here this evening. The Benton Rangers, they're in their all-white uniform with the maroon numbers and the maroon helmets.
I think the returner closest to us is Jonathan Miller.
Okay, they switched. I thought
yeah.
Number 10 was going out. Okay, so and Jonathan Miller is back to return along with Hayden Harrell as the ball is teed up at the 40-yard line for the Benton Rangers. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the high school football season for 2015. Jesser Zapata does the kicking for the Rangers. And we are underway as the ball is going to be taken out on the far side, and that is going to be by Harrell as he brings it across the 10 to about the 15-yard line where he's stacked up right there. And that's where the Carterville Lions are going to start their first possession of the game from inside their own 15.
He didn't really have much he could do on that one. It was a high kick, and he caught it deep right by the end zone just to get the ball out to the 15. At least gives you a little space so we can get the offense rolling here.
They've set it down just short of the 15-yard line. Here comes Nick Bishing and his offensive unit for the first possession of the game and for the 2024 season. They send three trip receivers to the right side. They'll spread one out to the far side as Bishing works from the shotgun. He has Chance Myers on his left hip, and it's a give to Myers off a right tackle out across the 20 to about the 21-yard line, and positive yardage on the first offensive play of the game for the Carterville Lions.
That's obviously what you want to see, but I think what we saw is a lot of Chance Myers there. He had to evade a tackle in the backfield and still ends up picking up 5 or 6 yards for the play, so we want to see that.
Carries it out to about the 21-yard line, and a gain of about 6 on that carry. Myers switches to the right side of Nick Bishing. 2 receivers far side, 1 here on the near side. Direct snap. Bishing's going to keep it himself out across the 20-25, and a flag comes in, and that's first down yardage, but we'll see what the flag is going to be, the first penalty of the ball game.
I don't know. The flag coming in late like that, it's going to be a hold. There you go. Holding against the Lions.
It was late coming in, though.
I was hoping we'd get a face mask call with it coming in after the pile was already down, but I did not get my wish on that one.
Nope. They're going to march it off against Carterville and back him up. And we'll go through and kind of pick up some of the offensive players for the Lions. P.J. Hazinga. You got Big Jackson
Jackson
Smith in there on the offensive line.
Cole Sims at center, who I believe last year, I don't know that they botched a snap. I don't want to jinx him. That is going to be my fault if something happens.
If it happens there.
He had a great season last year.
From the shotgun, here's Bishing. He's going to roll to his left, throws it out to his left, caught out first down, and that's Riley Crane on the reception. He has enough for the Carterville first down.
That's a good pass right there. It's a safe pass. You throw it to a receiver who you know can handle the ball, and you get those nerves shaken off right there. So now you kind of feel like if you want to pass it, you can pass it.
So it's first down and 10. Carterville has it at their own 27-yard line. Myers on the carry off of the left side, and he gets back to right out to about the 30-yard line for Carterville. Short gain of about 2.5, bringing up second down and 8.
He's hit pretty early near the line of scrimmage by the linebacker Andrew Craven for Benton, and wasn't much there for him to open up.
So it's second down and 8 from the 30 for the Lions. Bishing claps his hands, thought about throwing, and reverses, spins away, now takes it out toward the far sideline where he's bottled up, and 2 flags come flying in from the far side. The kind of a broken play, I believe, offensively for the Lions. They had trip receivers out to the right side, and Bishing looked to throw and had to reverse it out.
They were trying to throw, it looked like a little screen pass right out here to Poole, and it wasn't there. And so Bishing decided, I'm just going to go the other way. And when he did, there wasn't a whole lot coming from that backside either.
So personal foul face mask on the Rangers. And that's going to carry the ball. That's a 15-yard penalty as they set it down at the 44-yard line.
The Carterville Crazies are letting them know that is a penalty too right now.
Absolutely. Hey, it's Hawaiian night for the Crazies
it is.
tonight.
Aloha.
How about that? So it's first and 10 from the 44. Bishing, 2 receivers to the right side, has Chance Myers as his running back. Drops back, straight back, has plenty of time. Now he rolls left. Asked for the receiver to move, and now he has to spin his way back to the line of scrimmage. Man, that was an insane amount of time that Bishing had back there. Never really felt any pressure.
No, he didn't until he finally rolled over to the sideline. He kind of ran out of room. He did a nice job to gain a yard. I was thinking the whole time just throw it out of bounds and take the down, but he still found a way to squeak out a few feet on that play.
The other thing, too, give credit to the Benton defenders, though, as they didn't let Carterville get loose with the receivers. Here's Bishing from the shotgun, claps his hands. It's the give to Myers. Myers tries to get to the outside across the 45, the 50, toward the 45, out of bounds near the 40 of the Benton Rangers. What a run from Chance Myers, and that's going to move the chains. Carterville has another first down.
Very nice play. Once again, he breaks a tackle and gets away from somebody early on and gets to move. Going back to that last play, really good job by Bishing of not panicking and throwing it into coverage. It was a first down. He didn't have to get rid of the ball, and he ends up getting his first down with the next one with a run by Myers.
So it's first down for the Lions. They have it at the Ranger 41. in motion for the Lions. Luke Johnson settles at the tight end, lobs the pass down the right side, intended out there for Parker Poole. It falls incomplete and was actually overthrown as it was over the head of Parker Poole, and that's going to bring up 2nd down and 10.
Still had decent protection on that one. It wasn't like he was in too big of a hurry. I think he felt like Poole had a step and he'd give him a shot. So.
Yep. 2nd down and 10 again from the 41. Just under 10 minutes remaining here in this opening quarter, week 1 of the football season. Bishing this time gives to Myers. Myers puts his head down, just plows through the defenders and gets out to the 30-yard line. And that is going to move the chains once again. It's close. Yep, enough for a 1st down.
1st down.
From Chance Myers. 1st down and 10. Lions, their opening drive of the 2024 season. Spreading out to the far side, Mason Watts, who wears number 4 in the slot. Riley Crane, receiver-wise. And then on the near side here is Parker Poole. That's Myers as the running back. Nope, Luke Johnson is the running back. Bishing comes up under center. Takes the snap, gives it to Johnson. Johnson falls forward just across the 30-yard line. So it's going to bring up 2nd down and about 9.
The D-line at the defensive line for Benton, they've got some experience up there. They've got a couple of guys that can really stuff the run if you give them a chance. So we have to keep an eye on their nose tackle for sure.
2 receivers right side, 1 to the far side. Got the Rangers to jump, and that's going to be offside. Another penalty on Benton, their 2nd of the game.
We usually wait for the other team to get that first offside when we do the extra point. Have you noticed that? It's always the extra point where we get them.
Yep.
And then here, this time, we got them in midfield. That's a good pickup.
So it's 2nd down and 4 now. The 12th play of the drive for the Carterville Lions as they have the ball at the Ranger 25. Bishing gives it to Chance Myers. He's bottled up right behind the line of scrimmage. Good job coming in for the Rangers as it was Caden Kulich jumped in there and was able to grab hold of Chance Myers and bring him to the turf.
Yeah, he came all the way from the backside and ran him down. There seemed to be a little bit of a cluster. We were pulling guard tackle on that one, and they just couldn't quite get through in time.
3rd down and 7 from the 26 for the Carterville Lions. 15 seconds on the play clock. They bring out the 2 receivers in Crane and Poole here to the right side. Watts is the receiver on the far side. Running back now, Chance Myers. Lined up just off the right side of Bishing. Takes the snap. Bishing's going to keep it himself. Tries to get to the outside and gets out to the 25-yard line. Good job. A gain of a couple.
So on the last play, we pulled guard and tackle to the left side. The defensive end over pursues and wins because he catches Myers from the backside. This time we ran the same thing. We pulled both our guard and our tackle, and Bishing just went back a counter, came back away from the pull, and had a little bit of space there. He just got tripped up just past the line of scrimmage, though.
Coming into the game, Luke Johnson, as he replaces Carterville's Evan Berry, who checks out. Just over 7 minutes here in the opening quarter. Carterville, their 14th play of the drive. Bishing, this time back from the shotgun. Takes the snap. Wants to throw, pump fake. Now he rolls left, has to reverse, has a defender on him. Boy, Bishing kept his feet. He's in trouble in the backfield. Now dragged down from behind. A good tackle by the Benton Rangers as it was Ryder Watson that was able to grab Bishing from behind and bring him down. If he got by, though, it was wide open out on that far side.
He had nothing but green between him and the end zone. So Watson really made a big change in the game right there, getting a Benton possession as opposed to a potential Carterville touchdown.
So it's 4th down and 4, and Carterville.
No, we turned it over on downs. That's going to be Benton's ball.
There we go. So it's Rangers' ball. And it is going to be Tiffin Kazukas, the quarterback for the Rangers. They get the ball back at the 6:58 mark. It's the handoff to Riley Spencer. Spencer brings it out to about the 44-yard line. So it's going to bring up 2nd down.
He's finally brought down by Jamie Jones, and we had a couple of Carterville guys that went right past him, and I don't think he even got a hand on him. I think they were looking for something else and kind of got caught off guard that the ball went right through him.
So it's 1st and 10 now from the 34-yard line for Kazukas. Kazukas, a senior, outstanding quarterback, one of the top ones in Southern Illinois, throws it across the middle, and it's complete, a gain of just over 9 yards as he's brought down at about the 46-yard line of Carterville. So it's going to bring up 2nd down and 1. They mark it down at the 48-yard line of Carterville.
When you get a quarterback in his 3rd year starting, he's going to run that offense quickly. He doesn't need a lot of time to set up.
Yes, he is. Carterville.
Nobody jumped.
Nobody jumped.
It's a good no call.
So Kazukas claps his hands. He gives it to his running back, 1st down and more, as he gets out to about the 37-yard line. So it's going to be another 1st down now for the Rangers. Spencer on the carry, right out to the 40-yard line. It's their 2nd 1st down here on this short drive, the 4th offensive play for the Rangers. 1st and 10 from the 40, 6 minutes remaining in the opening quarter. Kazukas claps his hands again, gives it to Spencer. Spencer is brought down. The ball looked like it may have popped loose for a second, but he is right on it. Keeps possession, and another big gainer from the running back, Riley Spencer, the 5'10", 200-pound junior from the Rangers.
Well, you mentioned that was their 4th play of the drive, but it's felt like their 13th. They're working fast. Like, this has just been offense, 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 offense. And I think that our defense right now is having a hard time adjusting to the speed at which the plays are coming in.
2nd and 2 from the 32. Again, it's to give to Spencer. Spencer has 1st down yardage, and they just stack him up right there. After a gain of about 3 or 4, that's going to move the chains, and another 1st down for the Rangers. So Carterville, who went on a 14-play drive, and it stalls out at the 35-yard line.
Carterville has brought in Jackson Smith now to the defensive line, maybe thinking to put a little bit bigger wall up there on the front side here.
Need it right now because Spencer's just picking up yardage and then getting the 1st down. So it's 3rd down. It's actually 1st down and 10 for the Rangers. And again, it's going to be Spencer on the carry. Another gain of about 4, maybe 5 yards. Look like it's going to be 4, so it's going to bring up 2nd down and 6 now as he takes it down to the 25-yard line.
Yeah, I think the offensive line for Benton is doing a really nice job turning guys out off the line of scrimmage. We've got 4 men on the front line, but it doesn't seem like they're having any trouble finding the hole right now.
We'll see what adjustments Carterville makes defensively. 2nd down and 7 from the 25. As Kazukas, he's going to keep it himself. Nobody behind him. He was able to cut through the defense, and Kazukas with a 25-yard touchdown run for the Benton Rangers. They lead it 6-0.
I think that was a designed keeper. He turned and did not spend much time. He got his shoulders turned, and when the Carterville linebackers pursued that way, he just cut right back against the defense and had nothing but space between him and the end zone.
25-yard touchdown run from Kazukas. And the Rangers lead it 6-0. And they set up for the extra point. The hold by Owens. The kick is no good. And that is where we stand here in the first quarter. It is 6-0. The Benton Rangers. Carterville is going to get the football back. That's coming up here on News Radio WJPF.
The Southern Illinois celebration.
Bank with people you know, who know and love Southern Illinois. First Southern Bank is a community bank that cares for and gives back to the communities we serve. Locally owned, local people, local decisions, and locations throughout Southern Illinois to serve you. First Southern Bank, community banking at its best. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Visit First Southern Bank at firstsouthernbank.net.
This Lions broadcast is brought to you by Campbell's Brothers and Garage Towing. Since 1975, full-service garage and towing. Need a tow? Get locked out of your car? Call Campbell Brothers at 618-942-4875. Campbell Brothers Towing, one of our new sponsors here for Lions football. Lions trail at 6-0 after the 25-yard touchdown run from Tefin Kazukas. And the Lions are going to get it back. Here's the kick, and it is back to the goal line. It's going to be brought out. Coming up for the Lions, that is Hayden Harrell on the return, and he brings it out to about the 16-yard line, and that's where the Lions will start back up again.
Interesting, he caught that ball with his feet in the end zone. But with the ball in front of him, the ball never broke the plane in the end zone, so it's a live ball until it does. Therefore, he got to return it. Brought the ball out to the 19, so it's probably a 0 gain anyway.
So it's 1st and 10 from the 19. We'll see what kind of adjustments have been made by Coach Brett Dial and his coaching staff here this evening. If you're watching on our YouTube channel, thank you for watching. Hope you like the view. That's a good shot. We're here this evening, so glad to have the live stream up for you once again this year. Here is Bishing. Bishing throws it out left side. That's Parker Poole on the reception, and he's bottled up right there. Good job by the Rangers' pursuit. Kyle Thomas was the first one to get to Poole, and it's going to be a loss of 3 on that throw for the Lions.
I do like seeing the screens, though, a little bit. They've been so good to us for the last few years. We get the ball out to those receivers. Teams are starting to press us a little bit, but if they're going to press us, we have the opportunity to take them deep.
So it's 2nd down and 13 for the Lions. Ball from the far hash. Nick Bishing, the quarterback, moved from the receiver position a year ago to the starting quarterback this year. Gives it to Chance Myers. Myers looking for a hole, and he's grabbed right there at the 15-yard line. And that's going to be a loss of about another yard. So it's going to bring up 3rd down and 14 from the 15. And Carterville needs a big play here early.
Pretty good penetration by the defensive line there for Benton. Their defense is playing fast just like their offense played fast. I think Carterville's big adjustment right now needs to be able to either slow the game down or catch up to the pace.
So now trip receivers for the Lions to the right side. Watts is the receiver to the far side. Watts, lob pass from Bishing down the right side, and a good defense out there knocking it to the turf. It was intended for Mason Watts, and the Rangers defender did a good job of being right in the face of Mason Watts and knocked the ball to the turf, as it was Kobe Calley on the coverage out there on Watts.
You said it. It was great coverage. Mason Watts is a state caliber high jumper and goes up for that ball, and it was a pretty good pass, but Calley was all over him, so there wasn't anything he could do to bring that one down.
So it's 4th down and 15 from the 16-yard line. Carterville's forced to punt. Rangers are ready to go. The punt almost blocked, but it gets it away, hits it about the 43-yard line to the 45, and that's where it's going to be downed right there. This Lions broadcast is brought to you by IBEW Local 702. Proud supporter of Carterville Lions Sports. IBEW Local 702, providing a better lifestyle for members and a better life for all. Dave McKenzie and Keenan Clark here with you on this Friday night, week 1 of the high school football season. And the Benton Rangers get the football right back. They get the Lions 4 and out, and they have it back here with 2:39 remaining in this first quarter. Kazukas, the senior quarterback from the Rangers. He's been a 3-year starter for Justin Groves and an outstanding quarterback. Again, it's a give to his running back, who plows his way out for about 4, 5, maybe 6 yards on that first carry by Riley Spencer.
Yeah, he got 5 or 6 yards on that, but he was hit on the line of scrimmage and carried 2 Lions piggyback all the way through here. He's going to be a load tonight.
Yes, he is. 2nd down and 5 after the gain of 5. The ball rests right at the 40-yard line. So here's Kazukas. He works from the shotgun almost exclusively. Spencer gets the ball. Once again, a nice job defensively as coming out. I believe that was Andy Johnson that came flying out of the stack. It was, and he had the tackle on that as he popped Spencer and brought him down after a gain of 2.
Yeah, we had both Johnson boys in on that and Luke Barnhart. Like there was a very good job of filling that gap that time.
Andy is a fireball. He is not afraid of anything.
No.
He will get right in there. Here's Kazukas looking to throw. Good pressure. He spins away, throws it across the middle. Caught at about the 25-yard line, and on the reception, it was Jesser Zepeda. And that was a nice job by Kazukas to roll away from the pressure, find Zepeda right there. Big first down for the Rangers.
So we mentioned him a couple times last year, but when Glover was their quarterback, their all-state quarterback 3 years ago, he did that a lot. He was always on the run, it seems like. He was so comfortable running and then throwing the ball back across the field. That was a very, very good play.
Ball from the 22-yard line for the Rangers. And it's Spencer once again on the carry. Actually, that is Tiffin that kept it on that carry. He's stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. A gain of, maybe 3 on that carry. 2nd down and 7 now for Benton.
Carterville has traded out their interior defensive lineman. I think they're trying to keep them fresh. I think right now we're on our heels.
2nd down and 8 officially. There's Spencer with the ball. Nice job of grabbing him, but he still picks up about 3, maybe 4 yards as the clock ticking down under 30 seconds here in this first quarter.
He came through that hole untouched, and then Luke Johnson was waiting there. Unfortunately, Luke was already 2 yards back by the time he got there, and still positive gain here for the Rangers.
So the ball is at the 15-yard line. So it's 3rd down and 4 with 5 seconds remaining. Carterville jumps offside, and that's going to move the chain. That's going to be enough for a first down, I do believe.
Yeah, that's going to move it
Big
inside almost to the 10-yard line. It's going to set him up on the 11-yard line. First down.
So the clock ticking down towards 0, and that is how we're going to end the first quarter. End of 1. Rangers lead it 6-0 as we head to the second quarter. Stay with us. Second quarter action coming up next here on News Radio WJPF.
It's 98 degrees. Your AC just stopped. Last week, your car needed repairs. Life doesn't always go as planned. At Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating in Carterville, they understand. That's why Charlie's won't sell you something you don't need. They diagnose the problem and tell you exactly what's needed. No gimmicks, whether a fix or a whole new unit. And as your local York dealer, you can trust Charlie's for top quality York products. Call or visit charliesairandheat.com. Your local York dealer, committed to keeping you cool.
This is News Radio 1340, WJPF Heron, W258DP Heron, 99.5 FM.
As a parent, you want the best care for your family, and at Shawnee Health, we provide just that. I'm Dr. Kai Fansuri from Shawnee Health's Carterville location. Our team, including Dr. Mathene Nexed and nurse practitioners Amanda Reynolds and Teresa Johnson, offer comprehensive care for every member of your family, from newborns to grandparents. Whether it's checkups, managing conditions, or sports physicals, our Carterville team is here to keep your family healthy. Call to schedule an appointment or visit ShawneeHealth.com. Go Lions!
Welcome back to Lions Field. Dave McKenzie, Keenan Clark alongside as the Benton Rangers lead 6-0. We head to the second quarter here. This Lions broadcast brought to you by Stephen Rich's Barber Styling. For men, women, and children, offering cuts, styling, and perming. Walk-ins are welcome and on South Division Street right there in Carterville. 6-0 Rangers.
Yeah, I think right now some adjustments that we want to look at is like our offensive line. They've not started clicking yet. They haven't all played these positions together in games, so they're shaking some things up. But I think when they get together, it's going to help us out. Our run game's still there. It's not going anywhere. And just right now defensively, just making sure that we're where we're supposed to be.
So it's first down and 11 for the Rangers. And they carry it down near the 5-yard line. I believe that was Spencer on the carry once again for Benton. Man, he's a lot to bring down, isn't he?
He is, and he's running upright. It's not like he's getting low, get behind the shoulder pads. Like he's just big and just bowling over people from up top.
So it's 2nd down and 4 from the from the 4-yard line. 2nd and 4. Rangers threatening here again. In the backfield, it's Myers on the right side. Or excuse me, that is McCommons on the right side. McCommons gets the ball and a touchdown for Ethan McCommons. And that's going to be a 4-yard touchdown run. Or Spencer on the carry, excuse me.
Yep.
A 4-yard touchdown run from Riley Spencer.
Well, if I'm Benton right here, I'm probably just going to go for 2. They haven't seemed to have a whole lot of trouble getting 3 yards if they had to have it. So I might try to make up for that extra point.
Absolutely, I'm right with you. But they're gonna kick it.
That's why I'm not coaching. Right there.
Zepeda on for the extra point. The left footer. 12-0 the score. The extra point is good. And the Rangers lead it now 13-0. Carterville is going to get the football back. They need some points. They're down early. 13-0. We'll be back in 60 here on News Radio WJPF.
The Bank of Heron has been serving Southern Illinois since 1937, offering everything from checking and savings
Dave, turn
accounts
Keenan
to
down
loans
just
and
a little bit.
full-service trust department. With convenient locations and a dedicated professional staff, our outreach and involvement in the communities we serve plays an integral role in how we do business, proving it's not just a bank, it's a relationship. The Bank of Heron. Find out more at bankofheron.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Don't let the name fool you. The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers Local 702 represents more than just electricians. The IBEW is made up of Southern Illinois linemen, tree trimmers, telephone workers, utility workers, city employees, factory workers, construction workers, and many more. So when you support the IBEW, you're really supporting Southern Illinois. Help make Southern Illinois a brighter place. Put your trust in the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers Local 702, providing a better lifestyle for members and a better life for all.
Welcome back to Lions Field. Mayor Brad Robinson, the city of Carterville, want to remind you of the upcoming events coming up next Friday and Saturday. It's the Carterville Lions Club Fair. This year, the fair is going to be returning downtown. The parade will be at 1 o'clock on Saturday, and it runs north on Division from the junior high to Virginia Street. And then the Chamber of Commerce, the Twilight 5K, will be taking place next Friday night. Cannon Park, South Greenbrier will be closed starting at 6:45 until about 9 p.m. for the race. The city of Carterville says, go Lions. The kickoff goes out of the end zone, and the Lions are going to start. They'll have the ball here with 11:43 remaining here in the second quarter.
Well, we've seen Carterville's offense try a lot of things. They ran it pretty well, and him to pull that in, like you said, he got going quiet just a split second before he had the ball. So they're going to take another shot. Looks like Carterville's trying to work a little faster now, though. 2nd
and 10. They have 2 receivers left, 2 right. Now it's going to be Bishing that keeps it himself, and he is bottled up right at about the 22-yard line. So it's going to be a gain of about 2, maybe 3 on the carry. So bringing up 3rd down now for Carterville.
Yeah, and you see a little bit different running style with Carterville's backfield than what you do with Benton. Benton's been trying to bowl over the top of you and more of a power run. And Carterville's runners are a little bit more shifty, and you've got to have a little space in order to execute that, and they just haven't quite found the space yet. But I think if we get open in that secondary, we can bust a long one here.
So Ethan Hendricks back, and this punt is just a short kick, 37-yard line. Carterville gets a nice rollout. Carterville gets a nice rollout of it as it comes to stop at about the 48-yard line of Carterville. So
it wasn't pretty, but we'll take 30 yards. We got him back to midfield. It could have ended a lot worse if it had a backspin on it.
Lions broadcast is brought to you by Malone's Early Learning Center in Carterville, offering programs for infant to school-aged children as well as pre-kindergarten and Head Start, the best care anywhere. Hey, coming up at halftime, we've got a new feature during our broadcast. It's going to be Darren Kennard as he's going to take a look at some of the key matchups around Southern Illinois. That'll be coming up on our halftime show here in just a little bit. 10:37, and it's Rangers football, 1st and 10 from the Carterville 48-yard line. Kazukas throws it deep down the right side. His receiver was there, just overshot him as it was intended for Lucas Kinsman. And that's incomplete.
Momentum in the backfield a little bit, and I think it worked. He still about broke the play, but it was very, very good. A lot of pressure on that play.
3rd down and 7 for Coach Justin Groves and the Carterville Lions.
We may see some more blitz in store.
2 receivers right, 2 to the left. Spencer, the running back. Kazukas rolls left. Wants to throw, throws it left, and it's caught out on the far sideline. Nice catch and grab by Jesser Zapata. It's going to be enough for a first down. That's going to move the chains for the Rangers.
Again, Kazukas is showing that he can throw the ball accurately on the run, which is not easy for any quarterback to do, particularly one in high school.
Gain of 18 on that throw. It's out to the Carterville 31-yard line. Kazukas to the line of scrimmage quickly. They lead it 13-0, threatening here in the second quarter. Spencer keeps the legs churning, gets out across the 25 down to about the 23-yard line. That's going to be a gain of about 6 on that carry by Riley Spencer.
Here comes a personnel change. We're trying to keep the defense fresh here. We brought in 2 new defensive linemen and a D end to try to give us a little bit of a break. Hopefully, this pays off in the long run. Like by the end of the third quarter or so, when you're the team that's really getting a lot of reps in, you get a lot of guys with some subs, you might be able to we had a flag on the play there.
Yep.
You might be able to make some of your gains back here.
There was a flag, but
it's just a sideline warning for the coaching staff.
Yep. So no penalty yardage-wise. It is 2nd down and 3 from the 24 for the Benton Rangers. Kazukas claps his hands, puts the play in motion. Throws it right side, has his man. That is Grant Owens. Owens is pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. And that's a first down, move the chains once again. And it's going to bring up a 1st and goal for the Benton Rangers. Shabluski with the tackle as he forced Owens out of bounds. So it's going to be 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. 9:08 remaining here in the first half. As it is the give to Spencer. Spencer is brought down inside the 5-yard line.
That looked like Andy Johnson again on the tackle.
Spencer carries it down inside the 5. And it looks like it's at about the 4-yard line.
It would be a big win for Carterville if they could somehow keep them out of the end zone, get the ball back here.
Absolutely.
But I'm pretty sure, based on the leg that I've seen so far, Benton has the ability to kick it at this point in the field.
Zepeda's got a good leg. So it's 2nd down and 4. Second and goal from the 4. High snap, Kazukas handles it. He wants to take it himself, cuts it up, and scores a 4-yard touchdown run by Kazukas. And the Benton Rangers lead it 19-0. Comes here at the 8:21 mark of the second quarter, 19-0. That's the second touchdown for Kazukas.
And we're seeing the same thing over and over and over from Benton here. They're running the ball well. They've made a couple of passes when they've had to. It looks like they're breaking tackles, and that Carterville just hasn't had an answer yet.
Here's Cepeda on for the extra point. And the kick is good. The extra point is good, and it is 20-0. It's all Benton Rangers over the Carterville Lions here this evening. Carterville's going to get the ball back. We'll be back in 60 seconds on News Radio WJPF.
The Southern Illinois celebration of National Hunting and Fishing Days returns to the campus of John A. Logan College in Carterville September 28th and 29th. John A. Logan College and title sponsor Oasis Outdoors are excited to bring you the popular events like the McDonald's Kids Free Fishing Hole, 3D Archery, Super Retriever Series, hunting and fishing seminars, and dozens of vendors. Join us September 28th and 29th. on the John A. Logan College campus for this Southern Illinois tradition. Visit SIHFD.
Able to use a Saluki branded debit card with no fees at more than 55,000 ATMs and special Saluki offers is a perk. Knowing that my transactions go towards supporting SIU is a win. Plus, Banterra is the bank that you want as a partner. Stop by a Banterra branch for details. Banterra is a proud supporter, a member FDIC.
Lions broadcast is brought to you by Polar Whip, where you can come taste the legend. Polar Whip and Energy, a Southern Illinois tradition. Call 618-988-9210. They'll have it waiting for you when you arrive. That's at Polar Whip in Energy. All Rangers here this evening in this first half as the kickoff from Zepeda goes out of the end zone. Carterville's going to get the ball back. They'll have it 1st and 10 here at the 8:21 mark of the second quarter. Carterville just needs to put a good drive together with it ends with some points here.
You know, something was working for the first half of the first drive for the Lions. Benton has made some sort of adjustment to this, and Carterville has just not been able to counter is all that's happened.
So Nick Bishing brings his troops to the line of scrimmage. 8:21 remaining. 20-0 is our score. And Carterville moving right to left on your radio dial. Could use a big touchdown right here as Bishing claps his hands. He's going to give it to Chance Myers. Myers gets to the outside across the 25, across the 30, gets through, down the far sideline, across midfield to the 40, the 32-yard line, pushed out at about the 26-yard line. And that is exactly what the Lions needed.
There was a flag on the play, and it was thrown 30 yards behind the ball. So as he was at about the 40 breaking away, there was a flag thrown on the
and that's typically
35.
And that's typically where a hold is called. And it is a hold. And he had already blown by the whole thing. So, never mind.
It's still going to be a positive gain. I think it's going to be a spot foul.
Yep, I think you're right. But man, how about that speed from Chance Myers?
That's what we're hoping to see from him. I think we're going to see that again.
So they're going to move the chains. They're going to say it's enough for a first down. And they place the ball down at the 40. So officially a 25-yard run by Myers.
Well, that's just a matter of being aware. When you're on the field and your guy is breaking away, there's no need to even be engaged.
Nope.
Let your guy go. Don't do anything, whether you held or not, that could even be perceived as a hold when you have that kind of space and your guy's making a play.
So a 20-yard gain from Myers. Let's try again. Bishing rolls left. Has some pressure. He's got a lot of pressure and smartly just throws it away as the receiver. And did they throw a flag? No. Okay.
They did.
They did throw a flag.
He did throw a flag. Luke Johnson was about 5 yards behind the ball when it hit, but he's going to call a grounding.
Yeah.
Coach Dallas pleading his case, but I don't think he's going to win this
Johnson
one.
was dragging behind the play. So good pressure by the Benton Ranger defensive line to force Bishing out of the pocket. And Bish trying to just get rid of it. He had Luke Johnson dragging across the line of scrimmage, but the official says nope, he wasn't in the area. It's intentional grounding.
Well, Coach Helfrich went up there and politely pleaded his case.
I'm sure he did.
And asked him, "Sir, would you please reconsider?" And I don't think he's going to win this one.
So it's going to back the Lions up once again. It's going to be 2nd down and 29 from the 26-yard line for this Carterville offense. 7:55 remaining till halftime. Two receivers to the far side, one here on the near side. They put Luke Johnson in motion. Bishing takes a snap, wants to throw, pulled it down. Now he cuts it back up inside the 20, out to the 25 to about the 30-yard line. So a gain of about 4, it looks like, after it's all said and done. So it's going to bring up 3rd down and 26. It was officially a gain of 3. Lions have it at the 29. So what is your 3rd down and 26 play, Keenan Clark?
Well, I think if it's a really tight game, you play for the field position. You try to move the ball, get it closer to the 40-yard line, maybe middle of the field. I think right now that you need a score. So I think they're going to take a shot deep and hope that they get a flag or perhaps get a I think they're going to swing for a home run on this one.
Third down.
And I hope they hit it.
3rd and 29 from the 29 for the Lions. 2 receivers far side, 1 here on the near side. Again, Johnson in motion to the right. Bishing drops back. Good pressure, forces him out. He jumps, throws, and it's incomplete. And so another 4th down for Carterville. And they're going to have to punt the ball away from their own 29-yard line.
Yeah, there wasn't much he can do. He gets flushed out of the pocket, and he gets pushed over to the short side of the field. So it's either throw it under duress or run out of bounds. And he put it in the air, but there wasn't much there for him.
So coming in to do the kicking for the Lions, Jamie Jones. And Rangers send 2 deep. A high snap. Jones does a good job, gets this one away. It's going to hit in Ranger territory, and it's downed right there at about the 48-yard line. So that's where the Benton Rangers are going to take over. They've got the ball back here with 6:59 remaining. And they lead it 20-0. Coming up in our halftime report, we'll update and recap the first half action here. We'll hear from Darren Kennard from River Radio Sports Central, and we'll take a look at sports scores from around Southern Illinois as well. That's all coming up on our halftime report. Next week, we're going to hit the road. The Lions only have 4 home games this year.
That's right.
And
I'm going to miss this press box when we have to get out on the road.
We got air conditioning here. Next week, we don't. We're going to Nashville.
Okay.
But
do we have a roof over there?
We do have a roof, and we have Wasp. So we have that going for us.
Bring the spray.
Yeah, I will. 1st and 10 from the 48-yard line for Kazukas. Throws it across the middle. It's caught across the 40 and drugged down from behind. Nice job on the reception for the Benton Rangers because the catch was made by Lucas Kinsman. That's going to move the chains. 1st down and 10. And it pushes it out into Carterville territory. It's at the 34-yard line of Carterville. Swing pass right side. That's grabbed by Owens. Owens is knocked out of bounds at about the 25-yard line. So Rangers wasting no time at the line of scrimmage. Hurry up, offense.
That was a really nice job by Riley Crane to come in. As soon as he saw that bubble pass, he came in from the safety position, went a long way to make that tackle and save that from being a breakaway.
So it's going to be 2nd down and 4 with the ball at the 28-yard line. Rangers ready to go. Trip receivers left side. Moving left to right on your radio dial. Kazukas drops back. Flips the ball in his hand, ready to throw. Pumps it across the middle, wide open. And on the reception is Zapata. Zapata trying to get to the end zone. Touchdown, Benton Rangers. Excuse me, a 34-yard touchdown pass from Kazukas to Zapata. And that comes here at the 6:17 mark of the 2nd quarter, and the Rangers lead it 26-0.
Yeah, he turned around and set open in the middle of the field, and there was not a line defender within 20 yards of him.
No, there wasn't. So it's 26-0, pending the extra point. Zapata, who has the touchdown, on for the extra point. His approach and the kick is good. Makes it 27-0. The Rangers all over it. Just jumped all over the Carterville Lions here this evening, as we still have 6 minutes remaining here in the 2nd quarter. We'll be back in 60 here on News Radio WJPF.
Central Hospital for Animals in Marion, Heron, Carbondale, and Harrisburg has been taking care of your furry family members for over 40 years. Sure, they do wellness visits and routine vaccinations, but you might not know about everything they offer, like orthopedic surgery for pets with hip or knee injuries, and laser therapy to reduce inflammation, pain, or promote wound healing. Noticing that your pet stopped jumping? Maybe they've just slowed down in general. Central Hospital for Animals offers chiropractic services too. Online at centralvet.net.
Montgomery's Place in Carterville is your place for taking a quick lunch break, a craft dinner experience with a relaxing atmosphere, or a Saturday brunch spot. It's Montgomery's Place. Their menu offers full breakfast options and hot and cold espresso drinks. Ask about their weekly dinner specials Thursday through Saturday. Their full bar and signature cocktails makes Montgomery's Place the perfect place for your next private party or event. Proud to be a longtime Carterville Lions booster. Montgomery's Place on South Division Street.
Welcome back to Carterville High School, Lions Field. Dave McKenzie, Keenan Clark here with you. And it is all Benton Rangers here this evening, Keenan.
Yeah, and I don't think that anybody ever overlooks the Benton Rangers. I don't think that's going to be the case, but I don't know that I expected this.
No, I didn't either. Absolutely not. And the kick from the Rangers again goes out of the end zone. So Carterville will have it back here at the 6:17 mark. And it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line for Coach Brett Dial and the offense here this evening. You just need something positive. You can take a field goal, anything.
Yeah, it's imperative that you move the ball a little bit here. You try to get yourself a little bit of confidence, something to build on. You want to go in at halftime and say, we did find something that worked a little bit. Here's how we're going to build on that. Right now, I don't know what Carterville is going to be looking at that says, all right, here's our bright spot. So if they can build something in this next drive, maybe get a stop defensively, I think they'd feel like there's still a ball game here.
So 1st down and 10 from their own 20, 6:17 until halftime. And it looks like we got a timeout that's being called by the Benton Rangers. We'll go on and take another break here. 6:17, it's all Rangers. It's 27-0 back in 30 on News Radio WJPF.
It's 98 degrees. Your AC just stopped. Last week, your car needed repairs. Life doesn't always go as planned. At Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating in Carterville, they understand. That's why Charlie's won't sell you something you don't need. They diagnose the problem and tell you exactly what's needed. No gimmicks, whether a fix or a whole new unit. And as your local York dealer, you can trust Charlie's for top quality York products. Call or visit charliesairandheat.com. Your local York dealer, committed to keeping you cool.
It's been all Benton Rangers here so far, and we still have 6 minutes remaining here in the first half as the Tiffin Kazuka show. He scored 2 touchdowns. He's thrown a touchdown, and yeah, it's been all Benton Rangers.
Yeah, Kazukas has been having his way with us right now, and we even times when we do get pressure on him or force him to do what he's not trying to do on that play, he's been the playmaker today.
Absolutely. And they lead at 27-0. So everybody's back, ready to go. Rangers on defense, Lions with the ball. It's the give to Chance Myers. Myers puts his heads down, plows forward for a gain of about 3, bringing up 2nd down and 7 now for Carterville from the 23-yard line.
I think the expectation is that we're going to see some big runs, and I know this season we're going to see Myers break some, Cozy break some, Bishing is definitely going to break some. We just haven't seen it yet. The one good breakaway that we've had, unfortunately, had a wet blanket thrown on it with that penalty, but I think it's still there. We just haven't pushed the right button yet.
Lions stack 2 receivers over on the far side. Bishing, he's going to keep it himself. He's going to run it, try to get to the outside. He does across the 30 or to the 25, out to about the 28-yard line. Going to come up short of a 1st down by about 3 yards, but it's going to bring up 3rd down and about 2 for Carterville.
Yeah, and you're going to be in 4-down territory here anyway. I don't see us punting it away down 27 with 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. So we're going to take a couple of shots here and try to get the chains moving, maybe break something.
Lions get it out to the 28-yard line, so it's going to be 3rd and 1, a long one for Nick Bishing. Bishing from the shotgun. Rangers show blitz. They give to Myers. Myers stacked up. I don't know that he got there, Keenan. Think it may be short.
I don't think that he did either. He may have even lost a yard or 2.
Yep. He did lose. So it's going to bring up 4th down now for Carterville.
We tried to pull from the backside, and there was just a mess. It was a big cluster in there when we got to that side.
So now Carterville looks like they're going to bring the punt team on to the the field. As coming on to do the kicking is going to be
Jamie Jones again.
Jamie Jones. So 4th down and 4 from the 26. Lions forced to punt once again. Jones takes the high snap, gets the kick away, and this is a good kick. Taken at the 42-yard line by the Rangers and dropped at the 43-yard line. And good coverage out there for Carterville, as it was Rylan Shabluski that got out there and made the tackle.
Yeah, he and Malachi McGee both got down the field early, and that's really the kind of punt that you're hoping to see. Jones had some time. The snap was a little high, but he handled it and ended up getting a really nice punt off.
So they're going to have it at their own 42-yard line. Maybe Carterville's defense can kind of open things up, wake up this Lions team. Maybe get a stop here. Kazukas, 2 receivers to the right side, 2 running backs, gives to Shelby, and he is brought down at the 45-yard line. Half a yard gain, going to bring up 2nd down and 9 from the 43-yard line.
He was wrapped up and body slammed by Jeremiah Bouchard there.
Jeremiah is a big boy.
Yeah, that can't feel good.
No. Big boy, Jeremiah is. So it's 2nd down, officially 2nd and 10 from the 45. Half a yard gain on that last play. Kazukas drops straight back. Now rolls to his right, has pressure behind him and wrapping him up, bringing him in. Defensive play and a loss on the snap. And coming in for the Carterville Lions was Evan Berry, who tracked down Kazukas and hit him from behind.
Berry got good penetration, got deep. He saw Kazukas turn his back to him and take off the other direction, so he knew he had the freedom to just duck his head and go. And he ran him down from the backside and made a nice tackle. Loss of yardage here is exactly the shot in the arm Carterville needed. Get a good stop right here, maybe get some field position and before the half.
Yeah, loss of 5 as the ball is at the Ranger 42-yard line. So it's 3rd down and 16 officially for the Rangers. They send 3 receivers to the far side. They're moving left to right on your radio dial. Tiffin drops back, wants to throw. Good pressure on him once again. Pumps it down the right sideline, throws it up, falls incomplete. Good coverage out there by the Lions as it was intended for Grant Owens. And how about that? That's a defensive stop for the Carterville Lions.
Yeah, nice job. Sabluski had him blanketed. There was nowhere for him to go. Played it clean defensively, and Carterville is going to get the ball back, it looks like. Let's try to make something happen here.
Good defensive stand for Carterville, exactly what the doctor ordered. They trail it 27-0 here. At home, the season opener. There's still 2:38 remaining here in this first half. So Carterville will get the football back. Rangers are forced to punt. The ball from the 38. Kick is away. And it hits at about the 28-yard line. And a good Ranger bounce is going to push it back inside the 10-yard line. And that's where the Lions are going to start. And they'll get it with 2:25 remaining here in this second quarter.
Well, 2:25 is enough time. One thing we know about the Carterville Lions is that they can score fast.
They can. And you know, I always say halftime adjustments are huge for every head coach.
Especially first game of the year.
Yeah. You know, I kind of get the idea that defensive stand was spurned on by come on and let's go. Let's play defense speech. That was probably what let's do what we're supposed to do. But Lions get it back here. It is 1st and 10 from their own 7-yard line. 2:24 remaining. Bishing takes a snap, throws it right side, and almost picked off. Intended receiver was Parker Poole.
I feel like there was some miscommunication on that one. It looked like Poole was running a little deeper route than what Bishing thought was going to be ran. I think we're fortunate that the ball did catch the turf and didn't get picked off right there. There was just a miscommunication, which is what you're going to see sometimes.
It was double coverage out there as well on Poole. So it's bringing up 2nd down and 10 now.
They tried to pull that safety by putting a man in motion and pulling him over. The safety stayed at home, and then Poole basically he had to run right into that coverage.
So it's 2nd down and 10 from the 7 once again. To give to Myers. Myers just keeps plowing, and he still doesn't want to go down. Finally, they do wrangle him to the ground. Chance Myers about as tough as they get. I love watching him run.
He is, and like you said, he's put on some weight. He looks stronger. He looks big and healthy right now. So,
and he's worked all summer.
Oh yeah,
so hard, and he deserves some success here. We're looking at 3rd down and 5 for the Lions from their own 13. Need a first down here as the clock rolls to 1:40. As it's on the sweep, it's Myers getting to the outside across the 20, to the 25, to the 30, out across the 40. Tries to stutter step the defender, gets by him. Here comes the defender from behind and brings Myers down at the 20-yard line. How about that? Chance Myers. Big play, Chance.
Made a good cut at the 40-yard line to grab an extra 20 yards. He had Mason Watts out there helping him and guiding him along, and then he gets run down from behind, which you don't do very often with Chance Myers, but that's exactly what Carterville needed.
It is exactly what they needed. That was a huge run from the 13 out to the 23. So a 70-yard run. So 1st and 10 now from the 24. Carterville got a little life in him here. Here's a Moncozy on his carry of the night. He stumbles forward for a gain of about 6. Good job from Amon. 2nd down now with 1:15 remaining here in this first half.
You hope that some of this is Carterville's depth starting to show a little bit. So we've got Amon Cozy coming in who hasn't had, I don't know, any snaps tonight, and he's fresh and ready to go. You get Chance Myers a break, and Benton's on their heels a little.
2nd and 4, under a minute to play from the 17 of the Rangers. New life for the Lions. Can they capitalize here? Bishing takes the snap. He's going to keep it himself. Tries to go off left tackle. He's stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. So no gain for the Lions, and the clock is stopped at 42 seconds. Bringing up 3rd down and 4 from the 17 for the Carterville Lions. And we have a timeout. We'll pause for 30 seconds as well. We'll be back. Lions are threatening here late in the first half. Back in 30 on News Radio WJPF.
One of Southern Illinois' best fitness facilities, offering something for the whole family. Members enjoy 24/7 access with 9,000 square feet of equipment. They offer group classes, women's only classes, youth strength and conditioning, personal training, sports medicine, and massage therapy. Looking for a great variety of cardio equipment? Look no further than Rise Performance. They even have a separate room for free weights. Rise Performance on Division Street, Carterville.
Coming at halftime, we'll recap first half action. Of course, we're going to hear from Darren Kennard, a new feature. Last about 2 minutes, kind of highlighting games from around Southern Illinois. I talked to him earlier. I said, where are you heading tonight? He said, I don't know. He said, there's a lot of stories. Carbondale Murphy. He said, I'd like to go see the new turf at Anna Jonesboro.
Oh, yeah.
He said, I want to come to the Carterville game tonight. So we'll see what DK has to say. That's coming up here at halftime. Big run from Chance Myers. He carries it from the 17, from our own 13 out to the 17 of the Rangers. And now it's a 3rd down and 4 for Carterville. Bishing gives it to Myers once again. He tries to get to the outside, and he's pushed out of bounds. Good job defensively by the Rangers just stringing that out, not allowing Chance to cut that back up.
Yeah, he might have lost a yard or 2 on that. The stretch play has hit for us a couple of times. We've seen that, but it just wasn't there to the left side on this one.
When we're talking about the stretch play, he's basically just coming down the line of scrimmage, waiting to see if the blockers can open up that hole that he can get the cut. And Rangers did a good job of just bottling that up and not allowing that cut to happen.
Yeah, only a certain number of people can get to the sideline as fast as you can if you're a quick running back. And so the farther you go out, the less people you have to beat when you turn up. And so that's how he's stretching the defense out to get that play.
It's no gain, 4th and 4 from the 20. From the 17 for Carterville. Cozy's into the game at running back. Bishing takes the snap. He looks to throw. Steps up in the pocket, going to keep it himself. Can he get the first down? And it looks like he's going to be close to
He's
a
got
first down. Are they going to give it to him? I think he's going to be. Yeah, he got the first down. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's about 3 yards over. And he had an opportunity to try to stretch it out a little bit and potentially not get the first down, but maybe break it open for a touchdown. He did the right thing. He got his shoulders down. He got across the first down marker and gives us a new set of downs, knowing that there's plenty of time. 26 seconds. We've got a timeout left, at least one timeout left.
How big would a touchdown here for the Lions be going in at half?
The confidence more than anything. You really don't want your guys going into halftime with their heads down, shut out, 26-0. The touchdown at least gives you something to build on. Like I said, you can walk in and say, okay, we found something that's working well. Let's go back out and start executing it.
So Lions, they trailed. At the end of the first quarter, it was 6-0. But then a 4-yard run from Aiden Spencer for Benton. That put him up 13-0. Then a 4-yard touchdown run by Tiffin Kazukas. And then you had the 34-yard pass from Kazukas to Zapata. That made it 27-0. That's where we stand right now. So Lions could use a touchdown right here going in at the end of the first half. Coming out of the timeout, Brett Dial back to the sideline. They have one receiver in Watts to the left, too far to the far side. Underneath center, Bishing puts the man in motion, takes the snap, gives it to Cozy. Cozy stutter steps his way through the line, and he's grabbed there and then taken right back to the turf. As Brett Dial is out yelling the offensive play, the Rangers come out with it, and they're saying it's their football, but I think the officials are going to say it's going to stay with the Lions. That ball could change hands 3 times there in the pile, though. And
oh, yeah.
and it usually does. So now it is 2nd down and 8 for the Lions. Under 10 to play. Bishing's going to keep it himself. Tries to cut it up.
He's going to have to use his last time out here.
Yep. And stops it with 2.3 seconds left.
Great job by Doug Owens and Will Cappy over there taking care of our clock tonight.
2nd down, yeah, 2.3 seconds. Coach Brett Dial wants to talk to his offense. Of course, the Lions are going to be, let's talk about start of school. Been in school, what, a couple weeks now?
Oh, we're 4 weeks in.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah. We've done 3 full weeks and then 2 days early.
My gosh.
Week of the 7th.
Startup was good?
Yeah, it's been good.
Now, you teach what, math?
I teach math. Yes, I do, at the high school.
At the high school?
I teach Algebra 2 and AP Calculus.
Yeah, I'm glad. That's why I have you around, because I don't do math. That's why you're part of this to me. But, yeah, a good start to school. And it's not just football. We've got junior high baseball and softball that are playing. Looking for another strong year for the junior high level. You've got soccer that's going on, high school level.
Volleyball. Cross country.
Yep.
Junior high and high school, boys and girls.
Yep.
We probably have 250 kids participating in athletics alone, not to mention your fine arts, band, cheer, pom.
3rd down and 5 for the Lions. Last play of the half. Bishing rolls right, wants to throws over the head and tipped out of bounds, incomplete, and a defensive stop from the Rangers. Carterville can't convert, and that is how we end the first half of football. It is all Benton Rangers as they lead it 27-0. Stay with us. Our halftime report is coming up next here on News Radio WJPF.
Bank with people you know, who know and love Southern Illinois. First Southern Bank is a community bank that cares for and gives back to the communities we serve. Locally owned, local people, local decisions, and locations throughout Southern Illinois to serve you. First Southern Bank, community banking at its best. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Visit First Southern Bank at firstsouthernbank.net.
You're listening to Carterville Lions football on News Radio 1340. WJPF Heron, W258DP Heron, 99.5 FM.
Riggin, Palach, and Burke Funeral Home is a family-owned and operated, full-service funeral home serving Southern Illinois since 1930. They provide dignified, caring, and individualized services to their client families. The funeral home you choose is not just the business down the street, but the caring staff that counsels you in one of the most difficult times in your life. From the time of the first phone call, your family is their number one priority. When you need them, Riggin, Palach, and Burke Funeral Home in Carterville is there.
As a parent, you want the best care for your family, and at Shawnee Health, we provide just that. I'm Dr. Kai Fansuri from Shawnee Health's Carterville location. Our team, including Dr. Matheen Nexed and nurse practitioners Amanda Reynolds and Teresa Johnson, offer comprehensive care for every member of your family, from newborns to grandparents. Whether it's checkups, managing conditions, or sports physicals, our Carterville team is here to keep your family healthy. Call to schedule an appointment or visit ShawneeHealth.com. Go Lions!
Welcome back to Lions Field. Dave McKenzie and Keenan Clark here with you. As let's wrap up what took place in the first half. Carterville got the football to start the game. They started the game, Keenan, with a 14-play drive that ended at the 35 of the Benton Rangers, and, man, couldn't believe it.
Yeah, something just felt a little ominous at the very end of that drive when you had Nick Bishing was rolling out and he evaded 2 or 3 tackles. He had one guy to beat, and then it was nothing but green to the end zone, and he just gets tripped up at the very end. And then you think, well, there was a good opportunity, and then we haven't really had that chance again until there was 2 seconds to go.
Yep.
In the half.
So the Rangers get the ball back, and it was Tiffin Kazukas, a 25-yard touchdown run. Extra point was no good, and it was 6-0, and that's how we ended the first quarter. Then Tiffin Kazukas went to work, as did the Rangers. They score on a 4-yard touchdown run from Spencer for the Rangers. Extra point good. They lead at 13-0. Carterville punts it away. Then the Rangers get it back, a 4-yard touchdown run by Kazukas. The extra point was good, made it 20-0. That was at the 8:21 mark of the second quarter. Carterville got the ball, went on a 4-play drive, had to punt it away, and then the Rangers get it, and it was a 34-yard touchdown pass from Tiffin Kazukas to Zepeda. That came at the 6:17 mark. The extra point was good. That's where we stand, 27-0.
Yeah, I think part of the issue that we're looking at, I think the Lions have to kind of deal with is Benton has had great field position all night. Like, they've been starting drives around between the 40s is where they've been having to start their drives, whereas Carterville's last drive had to start all the way back on the 13-yard line. And that's even after the kickoffs, they've been doing a nice job of getting the ball in the end zone. Carterville's starting inside the 20 all night long.
27-0 is our score. We are at the half, and we are going to go on and take another break here on our Shawnee Health halftime show. When we come back, you're going to hear from River Radio Sports Central's very own Darren Kennard as he talks about our games of the week. It's halftime. It's the Benton Rangers 27, Carterville Lions nothing here on News Radio WJPF.
SIU Credit Union checking accounts just got better. Not only can you earn interest with free checking accounts with
Gonna be off mic a minute.
over $1,000, but now earn SIUC rewards with your debit card. With this brand new free program, you'll earn points on everyday debit card purchases to exchange for cash back, discounts at local retailers, gift cards, and more. Open with just $25 and no monthly fees when you sign up for e-statements. Plus, access over 85,000 free ATMs nationwide. Apply at SIUCU.org today. Membership required, insured by NCUA.
High school football means Friday Night Live is here. I'm Darren Kennard, and you can join me live on Facebook after tonight's game for River Radio Sports Central's Friday Night Live, presented by Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating in Carterville. Catch all of tonight's scores and join in the discussion on Friday Night Live. River Radio Sports Central, powered by Clark Concrete and IBEW Local 702. I'll see you live on Facebook tonight for Friday Night Live, presented by Charlie's AC and Heating.
At the Bank of Heron, we know the recipe for success begins with the right ingredients, so we've taken services like mobile banking and teen debit accounts, added in helpful employees and a full trust department, and topped it off with a commitment of service to our communities. Put it all together, and it's clear why the Bank of Heron is a leader in the communities we serve. Community strong, the Bank of Heron, it's not just a bank, it's a relationship. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
With your River Radio Sports Central halftime report, I'm Darren Kennard. This week marked the first week of competition for all fall sports as cross country, boys soccer, girls tennis, volleyball, and now football have joined golf on the playing courts and field. The big story this opening week, though, has been the heat, which has led to numerous cancellations, postponements, and delays. It's not simply the heat index. Schools use a wet bulb, which measures a combination of temperature, humidity, wind, sunlight, and cloud cover, and the IHSA has mandatory guidelines for schools to follow, which range from limits on activity up to no outdoor practices or games. 2 more area schools have installed turf, Centralia and Anna Jonesboro. The Orphans boys soccer team shut out Carlisle Monday in the first game on the new turf at Evers Field. 2 days later, Centralia traveled to A.J. Cobden for the Wildcats' first game on their new turf at the Pit. The Cats won 6-2. Both Centralia and A.J. are playing their first football games on their new home turfs tonight. Carmi-White County was the top pick in our River Radio Sports Central Volleyball Coaches preseason poll. The Lady Bulldogs went out and posted a pair of opening week wins, including a 3-setter over number 6 Edwards County in the Black Diamond East opener for both teams. NCOE was a close second, followed by Nashville, Fairfield, and Pinckneyville. Edwards County, Massac County, Carbondale, Carterville, and DuQuoin round out the top 10. Tomorrow, 9 of the top 10 will be competing in 2 tournaments. Carmi, NCOE, Fairfield, and Carbondale will be part of the field at the Fairfield Kickoff Classic, while the 5 river-to-river teams will be battling at the SIRR Preview Tournament in Herrin. Be sure to like and follow River Radio Sports Central on Facebook and Twitter/X. Join us live on Facebook after the games tonight for Friday Night Live, powered by Charlie's AC and Heating. We'll have all your scores from throughout the region and talk about tonight's season openers. That'll be around 10 o'clock or so on the River Radio Sports Central Facebook page. We look forward to seeing you there.
Montgomery's Place in Carterville is your place for taking a quick lunch break, a craft dinner experience with a relaxing atmosphere, or a Saturday brunch spot. It's Montgomery's Place. Their menu offers full breakfast options and hot and cold espresso drinks. Ask about their weekly dinner specials Thursday through Saturday. Their full bar and signature cocktails makes Montgomery's Place the perfect place for your next private party or event. Proud to be a longtime Carterville Lions booster. Montgomery's Place on South Division Street.
Central Hospital for Animals in Marion, Herrin, Carbondale, and Harrisburg has been taking care of your furry family members for over 40 years. Sure, they do wellness visits and routine vaccinations, but you might not know about everything they offer, like orthopedic surgery for pets with hip or knee injuries, and laser therapy to reduce inflammation, pain, or promote wound healing. Noticing that your pet stopped jumping? Maybe they've just slowed down in general. Central Hospital for Animals offers chiropractic services too. Online at centralvet.net.
Want to know one of the best ways to show your Saluki pride? I'm Luke Martin, voice of the SIU Salukis and proud owner of a Banterra Saluki Visa debit card. Being able to use a Saluki branded debit card with no fees at more than 55,000 ATMs and special Saluki offers is a perk. Knowing that my transactions go towards supporting SIU is a win. Plus, Banterra is the bank that you want as a partner. Stop by a Banterra branch for details. Banterra is a proud supporter of regional athletics. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Carterville High School. Dave McKenzie and Keenan Clark here. It's all Benton Rangers, 27-0. Let's update some scores from around Southern Illinois. Nashville, the Hornets lead Carlisle at the half, 37-0. It is Pinckneyville at Redbud this evening, and the Redbud Musketeers lead it 21-12. Harrisburg leads Anna Jonesboro, AJ, on their new AstroTurf field down there.
Didn't think I'd ever see it at Anna Jonesboro.
I know it. They updated the press box, of course, the last couple of years. Now they have turf there. New head coach, but at home here this evening, they trail Harrisburg 14-0. Chester leads DuQuoin 22-14. That's a second quarter score. Murfreesboro all over Carbondale here tonight, 25-8. Benton, as we have talked about, they lead at 27-0 here. Let's see here. Let's look at some South 7 scores. It's Mount Vernon leading Waterloo 14-7. Centralia leads Salem 27-14. And Cahokia leads Lutheran 14-0. In some Black Diamond action tonight, Carmi-White County has a 2-point lead over Flora, 8-6. That's in the third quarter. Second quarter score, Edco County over El Dorado 14-8. Johnston City all over CZR 40-0. And some Cahokia Conference scores. Nashville's they're up 37-0 over Carlisle. Centralia leads Salem 27, 30-16 at the half. And Redbud, as we mentioned, leads Pinckneyville. And Chester over DuQuoin here in the second quarter. And a couple other games with no score. Bayless and Dupo. East Alton Wood River, no score. And Roxana Jersey, no scores being reported. That's probably the best way to put that. 27-0 is our score here at Carterville. What do you say if you're Coach Brett Dial at halftime to your Carterville Lions?
Well, I think we've seen two good drives. Both of them came up empty, and I think you got to go back to those drives. We really ran the ball on the outside well. But if Carterville is going to move the chains, they've got to find a way to get the ball into the hands of their big receivers. Like, we haven't seen enough of Crane or Poole or Watts. We've got three guys that can break it open. They've been covered quite a bit, and we just haven't found a way or haven't found the right mixture to get those guys the ball. I think if we can get them the ball, that's really going to open up a run game if that's how we're going to try to win this game.
Well, and I think on the bright side, Rangers had 3 consecutive drives that ended in touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
And it was the 4-yard touchdown run from Spencer, the 4-yard from Kazukas, and then you had the 34-yard touchdown from Kazukas to Zepeda. But then Carterville got the football. They punted away, went 4 and out. Then they forced the Rangers into a 4 and out. They got a defensive stop.
Mm-hmm.
They stopped that momentum that the Rangers had on those 3 previous drives. Carterville went on a 10-play drive there to close out, and they get it all the way down after the big 70-yard run from Chance Myers. He takes it down deep into Ranger territory, and they get the ball down to the 8, and it just couldn't push it across there. Ran out of time.
They just simply ran out of time. You give them another play, and that play that they ran right before half, I really liked it. There was a misdirection. Looked like they were going to run the ball off to the left side. Bishing rolls out to the right. He's got receivers. He's got the option, I'm sure, to tuck it and go to the end zone if he wanted to. I really liked it, but it took too long to develop, and then Benton ended up closing up all the gaps.
Yep, that's exactly what happened. But we'll see how the Lions respond coming out of the break here at halftime as the Rangers are the first team out of the locker room. And I'm sure they feel pretty comfortable right now. And what a start to the football season for Justin Groves and the Benton Rangers.
Yeah, I feel like they've tackled well. Their special teams has been good. Offensively, they're moving the ball, doing a lot of different things to get it down the field. And then defensively, they're putting pressure on it and putting up some walls that Carterville just can't seem to poke a hole in.
One thing I was impressed by was the running of Riley Spencer.
Yeah.
200-pound junior. He's a load to bring down.
He is, and it's more of a power running game, like we said, whereas Carterville's a little quicker and tries to move and break tackles, but we're not quite getting the space. We had it a couple of times on the plays on the outside when we'd run the sweep, but we just haven't had the opportunities. I'd like to see us be able to bust one of these dive plays. Carterville last year had a lot of luck with Chance Myers, just a hard dive right up the middle, and if teams didn't figure that out, he was gone before you knew it. And we just haven't hit the right buttons to bust that dive play yet.
Nope, 27-0 is our score here at the half. We're going to go on and take our final break here of this Shawnee Health halftime report. When we come back, we're going to have second half action.
Live, presented by Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating in Carterville. Catch all of tonight's scores and join in the discussion on Friday Night Live. River Radio Sports Central, powered by Clark Concrete and IBEW Local 702. I'll see you live on Facebook tonight for Friday Night Live, presented by Charlie's AC and Heating.
Riggin, Palach and Burke Funeral Home is a family-owned and operated, full-service funeral home, serving Southern Illinois since 1930. They provide dignified, caring, and individualized services to their client families. The funeral home you choose is not just the business down the street, but the caring staff that counsels you in difficult times in your life. From the time of the first phone call, your family is their number one priority. When you need them, Riggin, Palach and Burke Funeral Home in Carterville is there.
Welcome back to Lions Field. Dave McKenzie and Keenan Clark, 27-0 is our score. Don't forget, after the game tonight, we talked about Darren Kennard and the little halftime feature we have. And as is the tradition, after last year, tonight probably about 10:30 or so, Darren will go live on Facebook, and he'll have the story. You and I need to record. I don't know if I told you this, but we need to record our little post-game wrap, and we'll send that to Darren, and he'll get that posted. But that's all coming up later this evening, where he'll give you all the scores from around the southern Illinois region. And don't forget, we are on the road next Friday night as the Lions are going to head to Nashville to take on the Nashville Hornets. And, man, it's
they're already up 27-0 right now.
Yeah.
Isn't that right, on Carlisle?
And you see that this is significant to me, that the Lions came out to the logo at midfield coming out of halftime. That means to tell me that that's a conversation right there saying, let's go, boys. We need to turn this around right here.
Yeah, you don't want to lose confidence. You also have to realize that, and I know this sounds cliche, but you can't get it all back in one possession. You've got to go out and put together a half. You're not going to come out and win it right now. You're on defense first. If you're going to win this game, you're going to get a stop right here.
Yep.
You cannot let Benton march the ball down the field and put another one up on you, and now you're in threat of getting 40 clocked. You've got to find a way to get a stop, and then just one possession at a time, work your way back into it.
One of the sponsors glad to get back with us this year is the City of Carterville. Mayor Brad Robinson and the City of Carterville. We're going to keep you up to date on events going on in Carterville all season long. And that coming up next Friday and Saturday, it's the Carterville Lions Club Fair, and it's going to be back downtown, moving from Cannon Park back to the downtown region. The parade will be next Saturday, and that's on Division Street from the junior high to Virginia Street. And then the Chamber of Commerce Twilight 5K is going to be taking place now. Good thing Lions are on the road next Friday night. We've dealt with that before at a home game with the 5K. Tough. But that's going to be at Cannon Park, and they're going to have Greenbrier closed from West Grand all the way down to the John A. Logan College entrance. That'll start at about 6:45 and run until about 9 o'clock. Now, that's all coming up next week as the Carterville Lions Club Fair, what they call the Free Fair, is back in the downtown area. So Carterville's going to have to kick the ball away. The Rangers are going to get it to start play here in the second half, and we're glad to have you. And if you're watching online, thank you for watching. I hope the stream is better for you. The picture looks good on my end. I don't know what it looks like on your end.
Yeah.
But got the scoreboard, little score bug up there for you. So
looks like Keith Layson's going to be kicking off.
Yep.
For the Lions. Keith has been playing soccer the last several years, and this year decided to come in and help the Lions out as a kicker. So they've got a couple of soccer kids. Him and Camden Ward, I think, have been doing some of this. And so it's nice to see them get a shot. I wish he'd have had a few extra kickoffs in the first half. But he's going to make his debut here to start the second half, and hope it goes well for him. I believe he's left-footed, too.
He is. Both of our kickers that are soccer players are left-footed.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So Keith Layson gets it away, and a good, strong kick. Pounds it down over the head of the receiver, and it goes back to the 5-yard line. It has to be picked up. If he didn't pick it up, that could have been an onside kick, and carrying it out across the 20 to about the 23-yard line. Finally, smartly picked up on the return for the Rangers, and that's where they're going to start here in the second half.
You know, you get Andy Johnson's in on the tackle there on the kickoff team. You've got some pretty good options out there. When you get Andy, who's only playing defense right now, you can put him on your kickoff team and help out in that field as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So the Rangers and their quarterback, Tiffin Kazukas, is the 5'9", 175-pound senior quarterback. 3-year starter for Justin Groves, and they have a full house backfield. They give it to the last man through. No, it's fake because Kazukas is going to throw it over the top. Has a man wide open, as getting behind all of the defenders was Lucas Kinsman. Had everybody faked out. I bit the fake. Our defensive backs bit the fake. And that is a big break for the Carterville Lions.
Yeah, that was a really nice fake. Everybody thought they were running. The offensive line made it look like a run. It was a play action. I talked to Riley Crane today, and one of his things was like, we need to make sure our defensive backs, we want to stay in our coverage. Let's not break from our coverage too early, because last year Benton did that to us. I think they got us caught up on a little misdirection play and left somebody wide open down the field. And we got to break. That one was overthrown, but I got a feeling they're going to make the adjustment.
2nd and 10 now after the incomplete pass. Tiffin claps the hands, starts the play. He's going to follow his blocker out off the far side, tries to take it down the sideline. First down for the Rangers. That'll move the chains. Actually, they're going to mark him just a touch short, about a yard. So now it's going to be a 3rd down and 1.
Looked like he was bottled up there for just a little bit, and then the whole pile just kept moving back, and he ends up making a 9-yard gain on what looked like it was going to be maybe a 1 or 2.
Yeah, 3rd down and 1 now. Ball at the far hash. Benton moving left to right in their road white uniforms. It's 3rd and 1 from the 31. Carterville needs a defensive stop here. Under center, Kazukas gets the first down and more. He carries it out to about the 35-yard line. First down run by the quarterback.
Looks like Barnhart is coming out right now. We're going to trade out our defensive lineman. We're going to bring in who are we going to bring? Oh, we're going to bring in Hendricks and Smith. And it looked like we're going to go with 3 defensive linemen down in the middle here. So we're going to leave Jeremiah Bouchard out there as well. So we're going to bring an extra man up to the line of scrimmage here. Maybe get a different front, different look going for the Lions.
Jackson Smith is a mountain of a man, isn't he?
Oh, he's humongous.
1st and 10.
Okay, we've got a pre-snap penalty.
Yep.
False start.
And it's going to be a false start. So that's going to back them up 5 yards. It's going to be 1st down and 15 from the 30-yard line. Actually, officially at the 36-yard line.
Do you need that?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Clock rolls under 11 minutes here. Kazukas under center once again, turns around. What do you call that offensive set with the 3 running backs? I can't remember what we call it.
Well, they had full backfield.
Yeah. 3 running backs. It's a gain of 5 and ball back to about the original line of scrimmage, about a half a yard short after the penalty. So now it's 2nd down and 10. And it's at the 36-yard line. Kazukas under center. Turns around, gives it to the 2nd man through. On the carry, that's Aiden Walters. Walters finds his way for about 3, maybe 4 yards out on the far toward the sideline. It's going to bring up 3rd down and about 6, maybe 7 yards now.
Here's your big chance on the defense. If you wanted to come out and get a stop and get the ball back in your offense's hand, try to establish a little bit of momentum for your team here, this is your opportunity with this 3rd and long.
Gain of 3 for the Rangers. Now they're facing a 3rd down and 6 officially from just their side of the 40. As Keenan said, this could be a big stop for the Lions if they can get it. 3rd and 6. Kazukas on the misdirection, 2nd man through and bottled up short. And good job by the Lions defense. They forced 4th down.
Andy Johnson once again.
Yep. And it's going to leave the Rangers with 4th and 3, and they're put in a punting situation here as they get the ball out to the 43-yard line. Officially is a gain of 4.
Well, they really haven't had to make a decision tonight on punt or no punt. They've either had first downs or it's just been a no-brainer on them. So clearly they're not going to risk giving us the ball short field right here at this time of the game. So they're gonna. The last time he punted it, he put it all the way down inside the 10. So
Jonathan Miller back to receive the kick for the Lions. His brother Zach at Millikan University, big part of this Lions team last year. The kick, high kick. Miller comes up. He's going to let it hit at about the 30-yard line, and it goes out of bounds at about the 24-yard line. This Lions broadcast is brought to you by Campbell Brothers Garage and Towing. They're serving Southern Illinois for 50 years. Full-service garage with new computerized 4-wheel alignment machine. If you need a tow, you can call them at 618-942-4875. That's for Campbell's Brothers Garage and Towing. Glad to have them as a sponsor this year. 8:31, Carterville gets the ball back here for the first time in the second half. Good job defensively by the Lions to get a stop
You just have to come out with more energy and play faster in the second half than what you did.
So it's first and
earlier
10
on.
from the 23 for Bishing and the Lions. Gives it to Chance Myers. Myers puts his hand on the hip, and he's dropped right in his tracks right there. Second down and 10 for the Lions from the 23 after no gain by the senior running back.
Quite a bit. It looks like Benton, they're walking their safeties up a little bit, putting more men in the box, trying to put a little bit more pressure on Carterville, try to get them to throw. They couldn't get away with that last year, and right now they're kind of picking on the run game a little. See, they don't have anybody really deep.
Yep. So Lions have 3 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Myers on the carry. Tries to get it to the outside again, and he's dropped after a short gain there. Third down and 9, a gain of 1 as he gets it out to the 24. Kruger on the tackle for the Rangers. Benton, Carterville, we say they're going to Nashville next week. The Benton Rangers in week 2 will be playing Salem. They're going to be playing Salem next week. Last year they played Chester in week 2. Throw for the Lions across the middle, picked off. It's picked off by the Rangers. Kyle Thomas gets the interception as the ball just hung up. I think it was intended for Chance Myers.
It was. We tried to catch the safeties up a little bit and sneak Myers right down the middle of the field, and they caught on. I mean, it was a passing down. It was a passing situation, so they stayed back, and then Myers ran right into the coverage, and that's where the pass went.
Kyle Thomas gets the interception, and that is the first turnover of the night. And it belongs to the Carterville Lions, and so the Rangers now get the ball back here at the 7:02 mark. So it's first and 10 now, and they have it at Carterville. Excellent field position at the Carterville 23.
This has been their case all night. They've been getting really good field position.
Kazukas puts his running back in motion, throws it, finds his man who dives right across the middle, and on the reception for the Rangers, that is Nolan Schaefer. Schaefer picks up enough for a first down to move the chains. The Lions, who already trailed 27-0. Can they get another defensive stop here?
Carterville scrambling to get in position defensively, trying to find the strength so they can get their interior line set up.
From the 14 of the Lions, trip receivers left side. Kazuka is going to keep it himself, cuts it up inside the defender. Another cut to the 5, fighting his way toward the goal line. He's going to come up short at about the 1, it looks like. So it'll be second and goal from the 1, or actually that'll be first and goal, as there was enough for a first down. So back-to-back first down runs.
Another situation where we had a beat on him in the backfield, and we haven't been tackling well enough tonight. Yeah, we haven't finished the plays out defensively.
So the ball for the Rangers. They pounded in. Touchdown is what the officials say, and I think, is that number 3? Is that Schaefer on the carry? I think so. Oh, Kazuka's on the
quarterback keeper.
That was a 3-yard touchdown run. They had it at the 3-yard line. 3-yard run from Kazuka's. And that comes here at the 6:04 mark of the third quarter. 33-0 is our score. And the Rangers, it's going to be Zepeda on for the extra point. 33-0. Number 15, the extra point is good. Make it 34-0. So the Rangers in firm control of this ball game. Carterville just couldn't get the stop there. And that's where we stand, 34-0 after the 3-yard touchdown run. Back in 60 here on News Radio, WJPF.
SIU Credit Union now offers interest with their free checking with access to over 85,000 free ATMs nationwide and free online banking and valuable SIU CU rewards. To start earning, apply online at siucu.org. Membership required, insured by NCUA.
Rise Performance in downtown Carterville is one of Southern Illinois' best fitness facilities, offering something for the whole family. Members enjoy 24/7 access with 9,000 square feet of equipment. They offer group classes, women's only classes, youth strength and conditioning, personal training, sports medicine, and massage therapy. Looking for a great variety of cardio equipment? Look no further than Rise Performance. They even have a separate room for free weights. Rise Performance on Division Street, Carterville.
He's Keenan Clark. I'm Dave McKenzie. 33-0. Excuse me. Is it 33 or 34? Scoreboard shows 33. I thought it was 34. My bad. We'll change that.
I'm okay with 33 if the other option is 34.
I agree. So, it's been all Benton here this evening. 33-0 is our score. And Carterville's going to get the ball back as the kickoff goes through the end zone. And I'm assuming now if you're Carterville and Coach Brett Dow, you're probably just wanting to run plays that you want to run to kind of work on.
I think that's part of it, but you also don't want to just give up. And, you know, there's a difference between getting beat and getting beat with a 40 clock and getting short game. And I think he's going to try to keep that from happening, do everything in his power. So I doubt that there's a whole lot of throwing your hands up and saying whatever now. I'm pretty sure there's still some fight in Coach Dial, and I know that there's going to be some fight in these sideline players here.
So the Lions have it back now, and that's at the 6:04 mark here of the third quarter. And it's 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line for the Lions. Bishing is going to give it to Myers. Myers plows his way forward. A gain of about 3 as he takes it out to about the 23-yard line. Bringing up a 2nd down and 7.
With somebody down on the sideline, looks like it looks from here to be a cramp type of issue. He's laying down, sitting up. They're working the calf muscle a little bit on him right here. I can't tell who it is.
It is muggy. It's still 83 degrees. But hopefully we're going to see some cooler weather next week. Of course, really kind of caught a break here tonight.
Yeah,
remember a year ago at Benton, remember how hot it was at that game at Benton last year?
Oh,
it was like 110-degree heat index, it felt like. We didn't get started until 8 o'clock. It was a late start. Mm-hmm. And, you know, it's all about the hydration. And the other thing, too, is, you know, a week ago these guys played basically like a half a football in a scrimmage at Marion. So this is their first full game activity. You got a couple of guys that maybe go both ways, offensive and defensively.
Right.
So let's take a break. We'll do that. We'll be back. Lions trail 34-0 on News Radio WJPF.
The Southern
I can't tell who that is.
Celebration of National Hunting and Fishing Days.
Yeah, I was going to say if that extra point was good, it is 34 because it was 27.
John A. Logan College and
Let me know if you want to go 60.
They've changed it. Again, it's 34. So, yeah, let's go 60.
3D Archery, Super Retriever Series, Hunting and Fishing.
And I'm sorry, you want it back or not?
Join us September 29th.
No, go another one.
On the John A. Logan College campus for this Southern Illinois tradition. Visit SIHFD.org for more information.
Bank with people you know, who know and love Southern Illinois. First Southern Bank is a community bank that cares for and gives back to the communities we serve. Locally owned, local people, local decisions, and locations throughout Southern Illinois to serve you. First Southern Bank. Community banking at its best.
I can go another.
Member FDIC.
Bring it back.
Equal housing lender.
That's right.
Visit First Southern Bank at firstsouthernbank.net.
Back here at Carterville High School, Riley Crane was the one that is cramping up, and he's making it. He had to get stretched out. Brad Brush, the trainer for the Lions, out to him, and they'll bring him near side and hydrate him as much as they can.
He'd been dealing with a little ankle issue early in the year, but he told me today it was feeling better. And
yeah. So here's the Lions with the football to give to Myers as he pounds his way out close to the 30-yard line. It's going to be about a yard short of a first down.
Yeah, a positive gain there. We talked about lacking the dive play where we can't just the quick hitter get the ball past the line of scrimmage and go. Of course, you've got good defensive linemen there for Benton, so they're clogging things up. Obviously, they're a big factor in that, but Carterville, when it seems like Chance Myers is hitting well, it's those quick plays. It's getting through the line of scrimmage, getting to the second level, and then making things happen from there.
3rd and 1 from the 28 for Carterville. Bishing. 2 receivers left side. 3 if you count the tight end. That's a first down by Chance Myers. It's going to move the chains as he's out, and a flag comes in. Face mask, it looks like it's going to be on the Benton Rangers. But he had enough for the first down carry. And a face mask will be declined. They'll take the first down.
Yeah, I could tell when they were bringing him down, the hand goes right across the helmet, and the ref was right there and basically hit the kid with the flag who committed the penalty.
And you're going to tack some yardage.
Yeah, they'll take the yardage on that. They get the first down either way, so they're going to take whichever one gives them the biggest gain.
So face mask on the Rangers.
Probably 5 yards from the spot of the infraction.
And they have it at the 36-yard line. Bishing going to keep it himself. Crashes his way out across the 40 to about the 41-yard line. They're going to give him the 42. So 2nd down and 8 from the 30. From the 42, excuse me. It's going to be a bigger gain than that. It's going to be 5, gain of 5. So 2nd and 5 from the 30, the 42. My gosh, David. We'll get it right.
It's hard to believe. It's 4 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter, and we're still waiting to hear that cannon go off.
I know it. Lions getting shut out 34-0. Bishing throws one deep. Receivers there. That's Watts. Hits him in the hands and falls incomplete. Good coverage once again by the Rangers, but Mason Watts had the position, and he just couldn't haul it in, and it falls incomplete.
Yeah, it was a good pass and a good route. I mean, it was there, but the coverage was just on him, and there was 2 defenders in that area. It just didn't land in his hands. It didn't stay there.
4 minutes remaining, 4:04 here in the 3rd quarter. 34-0 is our score. Let's give to Myers. Myers, first down. Out near the 50, near midfield, moves the chains, gives the Lions the first down.
Again, another dive right up the middle. Hit that pretty good. I think they've seen something here on the D-line where they're getting the right combinations to run this.
So now, with ball at midfield, clock rolls, 3:45 here in the 3rd. Bishing, Nick, who moved from wide receiver to quarterback. Gives it to Myers. Myers off tackle, trying to get to the outside, cuts it up. Gain of about 3, maybe 4 yards on that carry. It's going to bring up 2nd down and about 6 for Carterville.
Yeah, Carterville's still trying to keep the pace moving pretty quickly. If you notice, all of our offensive players have the wristbands. We've gone back to the wristbands. It's been a new addition this year, trying to speed up the pace of play.
So it's officially 2nd and 7 from the 47 of Benton, and whistle stops play. Officials need to have a conversation.
Well, we've had to shut off the 25-second clock. It's not been working the whole game. So
good catch. I thought it worked right at the beginning.
Maybe for a quarter or so, but it's not been working since the 2nd quarter, I know.
Bishing's going to keep this one himself. Runs into a stack of gains, about 2 on that. So it's going to bring up 3rd down and 5 at the Benton Ranger 45.
Looks like we're going to bring in Luke Johnson.
Bishing gets the play call from Luke from the sideline.
Luke told me his grandparents, Steve and Joni Lipe, watch every game from Arizona.
They do.
Yeah.
Yep, I knew that. Hello out there in Arizona. I wonder who's warmer, them or us today.
Now, could be Coach Dial's brother down in Texas.
Could be.
He's probably pretty warm down there, too.
Yeah, could be. 3rd and 5 from the 45 of the Rangers. Lions need a first down here. Keep the possession alive. Bishing is going to give it to Myers, and he's going to be a couple of yards short as he is brought down at the 43-yard line. So about a half a yard gain. Now Carterville's faced with a 4th and 3.
Myers a little slow to get up. I think he's asking for somebody to come in and give him a hand.
I think he got his bell rung.
Well, he's had to carry a lot of load tonight. That poor guy's been drugged to the ground. Seems like 20 times now.
Give credit to Jackson.
And he's ran hard.
Jackson, the manager, right there to hand him a water bottle as he comes off the field as well.
Taking care of his job.
Yep. So it's 4th and 3 from the 43 for the Lions. They need a first down. Bishing. Low snap, rolls to his right. Wants to throw. Jump pass is incomplete. And it was intended out there on the far side to Parker Poole. And now Carterville can't convert, so they give the ball to the Benton Rangers.
We brought out our defensive unit, and it's 8 players come out there that did not have to play offense. You bring in 8 new players. Still have a few that are playing both ways. Well, Johnson was already out there. You've got Poole and Crane.
So the Rangers get it back here with 1:08 here in the 3rd quarter. Coming up postgame-wise, we'll recap the scoring here this evening, look at scores from around Southern Illinois, and Coach Brett Dial will join us on our John A. Logan College coaches interview. 68 seconds remaining here in the 3rd, 34-0 Rangers. Tiffin trying to get to the outside, and he spun to the turf as he falls at the 45. So it's 2nd down for the Rangers and 8 from the 45.
Andy Johnson once again making good penetration into the backfield. Still picks up a gain, though, for Benton.
So Kazukas brings his squad to the line of scrimmage. They have 3 receivers far side, 1 here on the near side. He drops back, looks to throw, has time, throws it across the middle. White man wide open at the 45 and makes a cut up on the inside, keeps fighting all the way down to the Lion 30-yard line. And a nice catch and grab and a nice run on the reception by the Rangers' Lucas Kinsman. And that gives them a first down.
He made a nice catch. The ball was actually thrown behind him just a little bit, and he turns to make the play and then does a nice step move on the sideline to grab an extra 5 yards.
So it's at the 30-yard line, and with 10 seconds remaining, Benton wants to run out the 3rd quarter.
Yep.
And that's how we're going to end it here in the 3rd. It is 34-0. And the Rangers have it at the Carterville 30. 4th quarter action coming up next here on News Radio WJPF.
It's 98 degrees. Your AC just stopped. Last week, your car needed repairs. Life doesn't always go as planned. At Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating in Carterville, they understand. That's why Charlie's won't sell you something you don't need. They diagnose the problem and tell you exactly what's needed. No gimmicks, whether a fix or a whole new unit. And as your local York dealer, you can trust Charlie's for top quality York products. Call or visit charliesairandheat.com. Your local York dealer, committed to keeping you cool.
As a parent, you want the best care for your family, and at Shawnee Health, we provide just that. I'm Dr. Kai Fansuri from Shawnee Health's Carterville location. Our team, including Dr. Matheen Nexed and nurse practitioners Amanda Reynolds and Teresa Johnson, offer comprehensive care for every member of your family, from newborns to grandparents. Whether it's checkups, managing conditions, or sports physicals, our Carterville team is here to keep your family healthy. Call to schedule an appointment or visit ShawneeHealth.com. Go Lions!
This Lions broadcast is brought to you by Malone's Early Learning Center in Carterville, offering programs for infant to school-aged children, as well as pre-kindergarten and Head Start. The best care anywhere. That's at Malone's Early Learning Center in Carterville. 34-0 as we start play here in the 4th quarter. Rangers have it, 2nd down and 9. in Carterville territory, and the carry by Shelby.
Hit by Andy Johnson and Bouchard.
So it's going to bring up third down now.
Still picked up 2 yards. Looks like the sign says second and
I think we're having issues with they've not posted where the ball is at. So it's second down and 8. Excuse me, third and, sign says second and 8. Okay. Carterville jumps, and that's going to be offside. So they'll take the penalty. It'll bring up second and about 4. So 34-0 is our score here. Rangers threatening here in the 4th. They're not going hurry up now. They're taking their time every play. Swing pass out to Zepeda. Zepeda cuts it up on the inside, down the sideline, into the end zone. But they're going to say he stepped out of bounds at about the 1-yard line?
4. He put a marker down by the 4-yard line. So if there's any silver lining in how that has ended up.
Yeah. So that puts it at the 4. It'll be first and goal from the 4. Now the Rangers. Who will it be? Will it be Shelby? Will it be Kazukas? Somebody else? Think that was maybe Kinsman on the carry for the Rangers, number 23. Number 20.
Cravens.
Yeah, Cravens. Andrew Cravens.
Yep.
He bangs it down inside.
Well, the score here, if you're keeping track, puts Benton up by 40, which would mean we'd have a continuous clock. The game would end very quickly, about 10 minutes after this.
You surprised by this?
I am surprised. I mean, I did not anticipate a Carterville win by 40 by any means, and I certainly didn't anticipate a Benton win by 40. We just had a penalty during dead ball, looks like.
Delay a game on the Lions? Is that what that?
No, that's what I would think that would indicate with a defensive team. I wonder if we had, I don't know what causes this.
This Lions broadcast is brought to you by International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local 702. Proud supporter of Lions Sports, dedicated to providing a better lifestyle for members and a better life for all. Still trying to figure out exactly what the call is.
Substitution penalty? Is it possible we had an illegal substitution?
I think it was second down and goal from the 3. Kazukas takes the snap, rolls to his right. He wants to keep it himself. Grabbed from behind, and a nice job. Great job defensively for the Lions, as it was Luke Johnson who was able to get his big old paw on the back of the quarterback Kazukas and bring him down. Big loss. Pushes him back out to about the 9-yard line.
Yeah, he went through seemingly untouched and made a nice solo tackle in the backfield. There was nothing Kazukas could do to get away from that.
So they mark it at the 8, so it's second and goal. This time Kazukas wants to throw, has his man. Oh, what a big collision out there. Was it caught? It was. What a great catch by Andrew Craven from Kazukas. He caught the ball. The ball got there, and the defender got there at the same time.
Yeah, and then everything just hit at the same time, and he just wrapped it up. And I was like you. It all happened so quickly, you couldn't tell if it was caught or not.
From the 3-yard line,
Craven
Carterville bowing up here, not letting Benton get in. Cravens once again is stopped. And so Carterville not wanting to give up that running clock. They have a 4th down and goal from the 2. Coming out of the game for the Lions, that is Hayden Harrell. So Rangers pack everybody in tight. Kazukas under center, 4th and goal from the 2-yard line. Kazukas takes the snap, rolls, going to keep it to himself, and he scores from the 2-yard line.
Faked the handoff, took the ball, and just set it there on his hip where nobody could see it. The old Aaron Rodgers style where everybody thought he'd given it up, and then all of a sudden he just rolls out and walks it in.
Yep, with 8:56 remaining here in this game. 2-yard run from Tiffin Kazukas from the 2. And that makes it 40-0. And the Rangers on for the extra point. Looking to make it 41. It's been all Benton. Carterville had one big drive to start the game. And it's been all Benton since then, as the extra point is good, and the Rangers now lead it 41-0 here over the Carterville Lions. And if you're a Benton Ranger fan, most importantly, you're getting the running clock. With 8:56, we're going to be back, and we'll continue here in 60 seconds on News Radio WJPF.
The Bank of Heron has been serving Southern Illinois since 1937, offering everything from checking and savings accounts to loans and a full-service trust department. With convenient locations and a dedicated professional staff, our outreach and involvement in the communities we serve plays an integral role in how we do business, proving it's not just a bank, it's a relationship. The Bank of Heron. Find out more at bankofheron.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
You're listening to Carterville Lions football on News Radio 1340, WJPF Heron, W258DP Heron, 99.5 FM.
Don't let the name fool you. The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers Local 702 represents more than just electricians. The IBEW is made up of Southern Illinois linemen, tree trimmers, telephone workers, utility workers, city employees, factory workers, construction workers, and many more. So when you support the IBEW, you're really supporting Southern Illinois. Help make Southern Illinois a brighter place. Put your trust in the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers Local 702, providing a better lifestyle for members and a better life for all.
Lions broadcast is brought to you by Polar Whip. You can come taste the legend, Polar Whip and Energy, a Southern Illinois tradition featuring car hops, 618-988-9210. They'll have it waiting for you when you arrive. On the kickoff, bringing it out near the 20-yard line. That's where Carterville is going to start here as they trail 41-0 and a running clock the rest of the way.
Yeah, and then, although it sounds a little pessimistic, you really want to get out of this game. Let's not get anybody injured.
Right.
Let's make sure we don't do anything to taint the game. I don't get anybody in a fight or an unsportsmanlike penalty or get themselves kicked out where, they can't participate moving forward. You just kind of take your medicine and you move on at this point in time because it's pretty much academic from here on out.
Absolutely. Lions, and you got to give credit to the Rangers. They played well tonight. They've just been outstanding.
Yeah, we've done our fair share of bragging on the Rangers. They've done a great job, played a great game, had a good plan against the Lions, and
Carterville won the last 2 games. So Rangers getting some sweet revenge here this evening against the Lions. As Bishing gives it to Amon Cozy, tries to get to the outside.
That's the second time I've seen Cozy run the ball where someone got an arm around him, and he still did a nice job of getting low to the ground and driving his way an extra yard or two out of top of that.
I have been impressed with Cozy's practices.
Yeah.
When he gets the number 1 reps, he's so fast, and he's not that big a guy. You'd lose track of him coming through the line of scrimmage. And so it's 2nd down 8. The ball rests at the 23-yard line.
Somebody had a towel. They lost their towel.
Yeah.
Gave it back to Bishing.
He tucks it in as centers.
He went and gave it to somebody else.
Yeah.
That's fine.
So it's 2nd and 8 for the Lions from their own 23-yard line. Cozy on the carry. Dropped right there at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
We're just getting a lot of pressure from the ends on the defensive side.
Yeah.
Like they've done a nice job of pursuing right down the line of scrimmage. I feel like they've caught us.
John Salamis on that tackle from his defensive end position. 6:45 remaining here. Coming up post-game wise, it's going to be our first Southern Bank post-game show. Coach Brett Dial hopefully will come join us. 41-0 is our score. Bishing throws it right side. Receivers there, picked off. Picked off by the Rangers, and a flag comes in as well. We'll see if it stands, is on the interception. It was Trayson Severin, Dave Severin's.
Oh, yeah?
Is that his son or?
Grandson.
Grandson, yeah.
Travis's boy, I believe.
Yeah.
Drake Cappy was the intended receiver, getting some reps out there now.
Yep. Coach Cappy's son? Is that right?
Yes, it is. His dad's a state champion in the fall.
He is.
Or back in the spring, I mean.
So, first down. It's going to move the chains. The penalty. It's going to give up. They're going to back it up. Can't make up their mind. So, it was against the Lions. And they're going to go back and put it back at. Nope. Now they're going to mark it off the other way. We'll see where. We'll just let the officials decide where they want to put it down.
Well, all the while the clock has been running.
Yes,
so,
it has.
Because it's only going to stop for an injury, official timeout, or touchdown.
Or a change of possession. So now they're standing, and they place the ball at the 50-yard line. Midfield after that big penalty.
That might be our biggest play.
It is. It may be.
Of the half.
We did have that 70-yard run from Chance Myers back in the second.
Well, I think as the officials, let's put the ball down and let's go. I mean, there's 5 minutes to go in a 40-point game. Does it matter if we're off? Oh, he's going to move it back a couple of yards.
5 yards. Going to back it up 10 yards. No, they're going to back it up 15 yards.
Well, if they can change each other's minds one more time, the game may be over. I mean, let's be honest. Like, we've got some kids out there that want to get some reps. They want to get some plays in. So let's put the ball down and let's go.
No sense of urgency on their part. And they still haven't decided where they want to put it.
Here they go again.
Justin Groves out on the far sideline. He's with one official. Now they're going to mark it back the other way. And now they set it down at the 43-yard
I can't imagine it's going to be that big of a deal to the Benton sideline anyway. And it's a 40-point game.
All right.
Let it go.
So now it's going to be the 43 for the Lions, 1st and 10, after the penalty on the Rangers. Bishing flips it out and upended out there, trying to see who that was.
Watts,
was that
I believe.
Watts?
No.
Nope.
Oh, it was Ryan Norman on that side and took that play.
Catch from Norman, and he paid for it.
He got lifted off the ground on that, but he held on to the ball. He made a nice catch from the pass coming in behind him.
Yes, he
did.
did.
So credits to that to him for making that play.
So 3 minutes on the clock. This Lions broadcast is brought to you by IBEW Local 702, providing a better lifestyle for members and a better life for all proud supporters of Lions sports. So it's 2nd down and 6 from the 48. On the carry, right back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe about a half a yard gain. Next Friday night, Keenan and I are going to head to Washington County. Lions are going to take on the Nashville Hornets. We'll have pregame coverage starting at about 6:40 or so. It's nice to be back, man.
It is.
I'm glad to get to football season.
I'd rather have a different result coming out of this one, but it's so much fun to watch high school football. It's fun to watch these boys play, and you know they're going to pull it together. Coaching staff is good. The players have the right approach. It looks like we're going to come out of this one, knock on wood, pretty healthy, and we'll have some things to build on.
Yep.
I mean, I really just think that we ran into a very, very good Southern Illinois football team tonight.
You know, they're one of the strongest teams year in, year out in the area. And they're showing all of that tonight. As the carry is going to be short of the 50. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage, and we're under 2 minutes to play. But 41-0 is our score. Solanas and Severin in on the tackle. The clock ticks down to 1:30 left. So at quarterback right now is going to be Zach Carter. Came in on that last play to take over for Bishing. So some of the 2s and 3s getting some action here. 4th down and 6. And That's going to be a first down. That'll move the chains for the Lions. That is going to be Drake Cappy that gets the first down.
That was a nice play. I mean, he just took an inside route, got inside his man. They threw the ball, got rid of it quickly, had a nice look at it. Carter made a good pass, and Cappy hung on.
Probably the last play of the game right here. 1st and 10 for the Lions. And Lions take a knee, and that's how we're going to close out the ball game. 41-0 with 40 seconds on the clock. We do have to run one more play, I do believe. The Benton Ranger fans who traveled well this evening, they're on the far sideline. But that's going to be the ball game. 41-0. It was all Benton Rangers here this evening. They get the win in week 1. Final. We got our first Southern Bank postgame show coming up next here on News Radio WJPF.
The Southern Illinois celebration of National Hunting and Fishing Days returns to the campus of
All right, we'll go
Logan
90
College
here,
in
and,
Carterville,
we have no idea how long it'll take to get the coach, so just whatever you need, we can play. I could do several breaks.
Fishing hole, 3D archery, super retriever series, hunting and fishing seminars, and dozens of vendors. Join us September 28th and 29th on the John A. Logan College campus for this Southern Illinois tradition. Visit SIHFD.org for more information.
Want to know one of the best ways to show your Saluki pride? I'm Luke Martin, voice of the SIU Salukis and proud owner of a Banterra Saluki Visa debit card. Being able to use a Saluki branded debit card with no fees at more than 55,000 ATMs and special Saluki offers is a perk. Knowing that my transactions go towards supporting SIU is a win. Plus, Banterra is the bank that you want as a partner. Stop by a Banterra branch for details. Banterra is a proud supporter of regional athletics. Member FDIC.
Central Hospital for Animals in Marion, Heron, Carbondale, and Harrisburg has been taking care of your furry family members for over 40 years. Sure, they do wellness visits and routine vaccinations, but you might not know about everything they offer, like orthopedic surgery for pets with hip or knee injuries, and laser therapy to reduce inflammation, pain, or promote wound healing. Noticing that your pet stopped jumping? Maybe they've just slowed down in general. Central Hospital for Animals offers chiropractic services too. Online at centralvet.net.
41-0, the final score here, week 1 of the high school football season. It's Dave McKenzie and Keenan Clark as you see Coach Brett Dial out on the turf with his players. They're all taking a knee here this evening. And the conversation is Keenan Clark. We got work to do. We know that. We ran into a good ball team tonight. Get ready to go to work on Monday.
I think we saw what you get sometimes when you run into a third-year quarterback. I mean, they saw something in Kazukas when he was a sophomore and he got the starting job, and last year he was pretty good against us, but tonight he was great, and he looked like a 3-year starter. I saw him doing a lot of check downs and signals at the line of scrimmage. He was getting the reads that he wanted, was calling his plays out there, and just executed on, pass game, run game. He was really, really good tonight.
He was outstanding. 6-0 was the score at the end of the first quarter, and that came on a 25-yard touchdown run from the quarterback, Tiffin Kazuka. 6-0 at the end of the first quarter. Carterville couldn't do anything. Rangers had the ball in the second. It was a 4-yard touchdown run from Aiden Spencer. That made it 13-0. Then the Lions get the ball back. They punt it away. Rangers get it, and after a 7-play drive, it was a 4-yard touchdown run from the quarterback, Tiffin Kazukas. They led it 20-0. Carterville had a 5-play drive that ended in a punt, and then the Rangers get it back, and it's a 34-yard touchdown pass from Kazukas to Zapata. Extra point was good, and it was 27-0, and that's the score at halftime. Then the Rangers get the football to start play in the third. Their first possession, Carterville defensively stood up and made them punt the ball away. Carterville gets the ball back, and it was intercepted by Kyle Thomas of the Rangers. That kind of ended it offensively for the Lions as the Rangers come back and they score on a 3-yard touchdown run from Tiffin Kazukas. That made it 34-0. And then one more touchdown in the fourth, the 2-yard run from Tiffin. That made it the 41-0, the final score here this evening. And That's what that is.
A lot of Benton scoring right there.
A lot of Benton scoring. But the Rangers, they are going to be taking on Salem next week in week 2. And the Carterville Lions are going to hit the road, and they are going to take on the Nashville Hornets coming up in Nashville next Friday night. Keenan and I will have pregame coverage starting at about 6:40 right here on News Radio WJPF. As bright spot Lions. Okay. I thought that Chance Myers was outstanding.
Yeah.
Got some big runs, but you got to give credit to the defense of the Rangers tonight. They were tough.
Yes.
Couple I liked Bishing. We only had the one turnover. That was the interception, really kind of a jump ball there.
Right.
It
was a pretty clean game. We had 2 penalties, if you'll remember, I think in the second quarter that really, really cut us deep. It was the holding penalty that was 30 yards behind the ball on the long run by Myers, and then we also had the intentional grounding penalty on the next play when he spiked the ball right in front of Luke Johnson. And so, those 2 just set us back with any kind of momentum we tried to put together. So, we had a few decent drives, and we moved the ball well at times. It was just a matter of not being able to punch it in there at the end.
Yeah, I agree. But things to work on. And, let me tell you, this coaching staff for Coach Brett Dial, they'll go to work this weekend, and they'll look at the tape, decide what adjustments they want to make, and they'll go from there.
You don't know what needs to be fixed until you put it out there and you run the system, you run the program. So looks like Coach Dial's headed this way.
We're going to take a break here on our first Southern Bank postgame show. Coach is on his way up here. We'll be back on News Radio WJPF.
Montgomery's Place in Carterville is your place for taking a quick lunch break, a craft dinner experience with a relaxing atmosphere, or a Saturday brunch spot. It's Montgomery's Place. Their menu offers full breakfast options and hot and cold espresso drinks. Ask about their weekly dinner specials Thursday through Saturday. Their full bar and signature cocktails makes Montgomery's Place the perfect place for your next private party or event. Proud to be a longtime Carterville Lions booster. Montgomery's Place on South Division Street.
It's 98 degrees. Your AC just stopped. Last week, your car needed repairs. Life doesn't always go as planned. At Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating in Carterville, they understand. That's why Charlie's
I got his
won't
radio
sell you
or his
something you
mic
don't
ready.
need. They diagnose the problem and tell you exactly what's needed. No gimmicks, whether a fix or a whole new unit. And as your local York dealer, you can trust Charlie's for top quality York products. Call or visit charliesairandheat.com. Your local York dealer, committed to keeping you cool.
Rise Performance in downtown Carterville is one of Southern Illinois' best fitness facilities, offering something for the whole family. Members enjoy 24/7 access with 9,000 square feet of equipment. They offer group classes, women's only classes, youth strength and conditioning, personal training, sports medicine, and massage therapy. Looking for a great variety of cardio equipment? Look no further than Rise Performance. They even have a separate room for free weights. Rise Performance on Division Street, Carterville.
41-0, the final score here this evening. All Benton Rangers in week 1. And our John A. Logan College Coaches Show with Coach Brett Dow. Brought to you by John A. Logan College. Why would you go anywhere else, Coach? Just all Benton tonight. I mean, they played a hell of a game.
Yeah, I mean, we got outplayed, we got outcoached. I mean, we just got beat tonight. Obviously not what any of us expected. I thought we've had a real good off season. I thought we had a great summer in our scrimmages. I thought we had a great week last week. I thought practice this week was good. Sometimes it just doesn't go your way, and that was tonight. It just kind of snowballed on us a little bit. We got down 3 or 4 scores and kind of got outside of our playbook a little bit and kind of forced some things. And when that happens, it just makes it worse. We're trying to be patient with some things, and then we just got down, 3 or 4 scores, and we started to force it a little bit. And, that's on me. I probably abandoned some of the things too soon. So, we'll go back tomorrow and take a look at some film and go to work on Monday, and we'll be better next week.
Coach, you got off to a great start. The opening drive, you got to the kickoff, 14 plays. You drive it down to the Benton 25, but it stalled out there. Penalty. Didn't that didn't help, and just couldn't recover after that.
I didn't think we had a lot of penalties tonight, but the ones we had were big.
Yeah,
just killed some drives, and it wasn't just that. I'm not blaming penalties on the outcome of this ball game, but anytime we would try to get some momentum or try to get something going, just had just a killer penalty, something that set us back. So that's something we're gonna have to clean up and do a better job with execution next week.
I thought it looked pretty obvious early on, and maybe it was just me, but it looked like the pace of play was really getting us back on our heels quite a bit. I felt like their offense was working really quick, and we were struggling to get to our spots defensively, and we just could not get into their backfield much, and the opposite was working on offense.
Right, and I thought we would be the ones to be able to go a little bit faster tonight, and it really looked like on that first drive. How many plays did you say it was? 14. We looked gassed off that first drive at the end, and came off the field. And we don't have a lot of two-way players, so I mean I don't know. I mean they just got the better of us tonight. I mean you can't overthink it. Sometimes you just get outplayed and outcoached, and that's where it starts. And we didn't get it done.
Felt like one of the things that we saw was. We saw the benefits of having that third-year quarterback, the kid who he came out there and he was doing a lot of checks at the line of scrimmage. He was seeing certain things on your defense, and he knew what he wanted to do and had the confidence to make that call. And sometimes that takes a little while to get that confidence, and he did a nice job of that tonight.
I would agree. I mean, I thought he was very good tonight. I thought he managed their offense very well. He's a tough runner. We knew that he was going to be a load and be a problem, and that he did a really good job. I thought their kids were very physical on the edge. They brought a lot of people on defense and kind of disrupted what we were trying to do. And, they had a good plan, and they executed it very well.
So, I got to ask you, next week on the road, going to head to Nashville.
Right. I mean, we've got some work to do, and we're looking forward to that. We'll get after it, and we'll be ready to go. I mean, it's not like we're going to pack it in and we're not throwing anything away. We're just going to get a lot better at what we do. And we're going to worry about ourselves again and focus on ourselves and our execution. And like I said, next Friday night we'll be ready to play.
Coach Brett Dowell joining us here on our Johnny Logan College Coaches Show. Why would you go anywhere else? Coach Brett Dowell joining us. Benton Rangers here
Thanks,
tonight.
Coach.
41-0 the final score. And Rangers look strong tonight, Keenan.
They did, and like I said, we noticed that early on. It was just a fast game. They looked like they were in mid-season form, and we played like we would play on week one. We're coming out there and we're getting a little tired and having a hard time keeping up to some of the adjustments that were going on. But that's what's going to happen in week one.
That's our game here tonight. We'll start with you about 6:40 next Friday night from Nashville High School as the Lions take on the Rangers. For Brian R. Powell back at the studio, my broadcast partner Keenan Clark, I'm Dave McKenzie. 41-0 the final score here this evening from Lions Field. And the Rangers are 1-0. Lions are 0-1 to start the season. Thank you for tuning in and listening to Lions football.
Not
here.
yet.
Not yet. We're still
season yet.
10 weeks from today away from the start of basketball season.
Oh, wow.
Coach Hawkins told me that earlier. But anyway, thank you. Thank you for tuning in to Lions football here on News Radio WJPF. Good night, everybody.
This has been a
Thanks, boss.
of Carterville Lion Athletics. This
My
broadcast was brought to
pleasure,
you in
gentlemen.
part by Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating.
Thank you.